How you guys doing today? We're here, welcome to Tales Taverns, show where a bunch of homies get around and play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Justin Cheech Gartenfeld. Now here with the boys. We weren't here last week for some hanging out, doing some Halloween stuff. I hope you guys, Halloween was good. Ours was pretty fun. We did some great things. What did you do? I forgot. What did you do?
Homework.
Oh.
So your Halloween sucked.
I'm so sorry.
I dressed up as a taco while I did my homework.
And work at homework as well.
Okay.
So
Did you do anything?
Yeah, I had a party.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I did go to one
I would've
house,
won- I
dressed
would've
up as a taco, full beer, and I just walk up, and they just, hey, can you put it in my hand? They're like, okay.
And you went back home.
And then I just walked away.
Yeah.
And I ate all the candy in once. As soon as they gave it to me, I just ate all of it. It was amazing.
There's a ton of raves in my house.
Really?
Not in my house,
In your house?
Not in my house.
Woo!
I was home alone.
Oh, man.
I was Home Alone, but Halloween.
Oh my god, I got 2 twos.
But before we jump into episode 7 today, we do want to, of course, shout out our returning and regular sponsors at Uniquely Geek. They are an amazing company that makes some really, really good woodworking products. We have their table here that opens up with the leaflets, really, really pretty. We have this amazing dice tray with the resin and everything. We just got some cup holders that were just made, and they're going to be coming in soon. So once those come in, I'll show you one of those. They look really, really nice. And they attach to the table. So it's all just, they make really good, really quality, solid products. And we're just very thankful for them, of course, sponsoring us every week, giving us their products to work with and play with. So thank you, Uniquely Geek, for being there. And yeah, I think we're good to step into episode 7 of Elementus and the Wrath of Brotherhood. You look very... All right.
I'm really hangry, guys. I'm so hangry. And I DoorDash food, but I sent it to the wrong address. So now I can't have my food.
Anyway, so...
Godsmack's a bitch.
Hey!
I agree with
Not his fault, bro.
What a worthless race. I hate them so much. I genuinely despise
Once
them.
more, the bullywugs piss us off.
I love
If you,
Simbin.
I mean,
I wouldn't give.
What do you love about
gut, to
Simba?
gut every
He's just
single
so-
bullywug, dude.
He's just so charismatic.
But not as Ryak, just as a.
He's a scared shitless coward.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you
but he
talking about?
tries.
He tries though.
So last time we left off, you guys had resolved all the conflicts, pretty much every single conflict within Stagnum. The hags were no more. Mother was finally able to have her troops now be able to get her food. The Purple Heart and her are now fed, which means that the Bullywug and the hag conflict is now resolved. The Grung are pretty much completely wiped out. Despite whatever few are left, they can't even cause commotion or conflict with the Bullywugs anymore. You did hear about treants that exist in Stagnum, but you never saw any, and there was never any conflict arisen with them. So everything else, I mean, all the creatures that you slayed and everybody that you kind of brought back together, Stagnum seems to be a much more whole place now that you guys have kind of went through and really cleansed of a lot of the issues that were there. So you kind of finished that. You went back to the village where the Bullywugs reside as a way to find Ten Rinken to have him help you go across Lympha to Kalem, where you want to speak to the king about the amulets that you guys have, as he would be the most knowledgeable about him. So you went to the village and you got both Gobsmack and Ten Rinken to take you, but you found some weird stuff happening with Gobsmack that you didn't really see before, as his skin kind of slimy and drooping a bit, which wasn't like him. And even though he was slimy before, now it seemed like the constitution of his skin, the actual skin and membrane that makes up who he is, was leaking. And as you kind of did some more searching and you finally were able to get over your feelings and slash at him, you found that he was overtaken and possessed by this ooze within his body. An ooze that was able to actually take him as a host, and you figured out that they took him as a host only so that he could actually have vocal cords and talk and infiltrate the village, so that the ooze can kind of expand and grow. You went back to where those kind of little eggs, as you called them, were laid.
Tide Pods.
Yeah. And you destroyed them so that no more of these big, medium-sized, kind of human-sized oozes were able to attack the village and take over. Because if they can take over Gobsmack, they can start taking over Senbib. They can start taking over the rest of the tribe, and that's not something that you wanted. So taking those out was a really good idea. You were able to kind of rid Gobsmack's body of the ooze that was taking him over, and you went into the giant ravine that separates Lympha from Stagnum. And with this giant ravine, as you kind of head down and you were walking through, it took you a while to get through there, you found this giant cave system. And as you went inside, there was more of these oozes, as well as this giant one that was taking up this big portion of the cave. And you found out that he was actually trying to mentally break through your sanity and speak to you. And he did at one point, but you're able to push him back out. And he was talking kind of about how he wanted to, how your plans were frivolous and how he was going to take over no matter what. You were able to kill all the oozes, finding out that destroying the big ooze split them into two smaller ones. But you were able to take them all out, slice them in half, and kind of whatever their body were made up of, kind of just take them out, kill them. As you escape from the cave, your party in tow with lots of members, you went up the ravine and you saw the kind of the black stone that made up the ravine. Just this dark, almost completely pitch black, like dark charcoal gray stone, leading itself slowly becoming sand. But it's not a white tan sand like you're used to. It's a black sand. And as you kind of step from the rock onto the sand, Tenrinkin pipes up from behind you. Well, this is the place. We are now officially in Lympha. I wish you the best of luck in your travels. It has been nice to meet people that aren't frogs. And thank you for what you've done for Gobsmack and his civilization. I know they weren't the easiest to work with, but I know Gobsmack truly appreciates you, even if he can't tell you anymore. And Gobsmack kind of weakly puts up his little thumb and he smiles.
So, does Gobsmack even remember anything that happened?
It seems like even though he doesn't remember the events that happened, he feels a gratitude in him towards you, like he's indebted to you in some way.
Jeez, okay.
He kind of salutes at your group. See, for the first time, the Wanderer kind of breaks his strong, what's the word? Kind of
Facade.
Yeah, his facade. He puts on this very cool, very calm, collected, not affected facade. But you see, he is emotionally affected by this. And you see, for the first time, he's actually showing signs of true sadness. As these were the first friends that he really made since the event that took place. And even though Tenrinkin was kind of a pain in the ass, it's kind of sad to see him go at the same time. It'll feel empty without him. Well, I want to give you something before we leave. I am very interested in what your journey will come to, and I want to be kept in the know. So he kind of goes through his little pouch and he takes out this rock with this kind of humanoid face engraved onto it. This is called a sending stone. Doesn't matter where you are, as long as you both have these magically enhanced stones, we can speak to one another.
Really? That's
I was trying to think of a way to how do I keep in touch with this guy? Let's go. Okay.
Especially, I want you to have it. Because I want you to share with me what you learn. I want to co-author a book with you. And even if we're not together, we could do it overseas.
Yes, we can.
He kind of reaches out, hands it to you. And any of you, if you ever want to chat with me or Gobsmack or any of the other frogs who you've come to know and love, just rub that stone, speak into it, and we'll hear you. 'Twas fun.
Indeed.
It was.
Goodbye, Gobsmack.
Oh.
Goodbye, Tenrinkin.
I'm trying to say the best as I can in Bullywug that I wish wish him the best of luck and best in travels to Gobsmack.
You see his large mouth kind of, which was already a little bit of a smile, now kind of just grins. Big, almost, if he had ears, it would be ear to ear. He just kind of...
Oh, I love you, man.
I'm so hungry.
I'm sorry.
Might as well eat him.
Well, in that shack there should be someone who can help you get a ship. I believe they have connections. So, good luck. Stay safe. And thank you again.
Of course.
As he kind of turns around and he leans Gobsmack on him, and they walk back through the ravine. As you watch them, their heads bob down past the mountainside, and they're gone.
Right.
I will miss them.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we do have a way to keep in contact.
I would like to see how they progress in the time that we're away.
Well, we did deal with a lot of the problems there, so that's always good.
That is true. Hopefully they're able to recover and move forward past this incident, I guess. Well, we must head down to the port city now, right?
Yes, it'd be best of interests.
Right. Get my little backpack, my fanny pack, my dad fanny pack, then I'll climb onto Schmitty.
How is Schmitty made it across Lofa?
Boat.
Oh yeah. Well,
Who's big boat?
quite big.
You look ahead of you at this large coastline of black sand. You being from here, you know that this side has the black sand, the other side has the white sand. As a way to kind of tell which side of Linford you're on.
Okay.
As the black sand on this side is kind of created from the dark black stone that the ravine is. And the other side, which is attached to Galu, is a lot more white, as the kind of the white ground leads into this powdery, tan, light beige sand. So that's able to, so you can, if you're waking up on a shore, you know which side of Linford you're on.
Yep.
Looking around, you do see in the distance a shack. This small log cabin-like shack with this kind of picket fence attached to the side of it, and some creatures that are kind of just flapping around within.
Well, I guess that's the shack.
Yep.
It would seem so. Well, do you recognize the shack at all? I know you said that you've been around this area before.
Slightly. I haven't really been here in a while, I'd say. It's been quite some time.
All right.
2 weeks. Well, better see if we can get a ship.
Let's head on our way.
Yeah, so you got to step forward, making a beeline to the shack. It's right on the edge of the coastline, so if there were to be some kind of tsunami or huge tidal wave, it would be destroyed, but it seems to still be in great condition. As you kind of step forward and you keep walking, you get closer, you start hearing this very strange sound. Just this as you kind of look over, and in the pen there are they're chickens, but they have, their wings are twice the size of normal hens, and they look like they kind of arch almost, and they can arch their wings, and they're almost in like a formation. You're not sure exactly. You haven't seen them before, and you haven't read anything about weird looking chickens. But they're there, and they're strange. They have the bodies and faces and kind of even feet of chickens, but they have these long wings that look like they're able to really fly with them.
No tails or anything?
Nothing big, just a normal chicken
Alright, sounds good.
fluff.
So, yeah, I'll just open up. Yada, go, Scott!
They're in the pen, so they kind of run to the other side of the pen. But even though the pen is low, they don't seem to fly out. They don't seem to leave. They're just kind of huddling all in the corners. There's like 15 of them.
I'm just gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Mm-hmm.
Hello!
The one in the middle kind of, it has these dark gray spots around it. And the wings actually have this little red tint to the tip of each wing of the feathers. Who are you?
My name's Frank Lumen. This is Ryak. This is Zanlir. This is Schmitty. That's Wanderer, and that's what's his name?
Garvin?
Garvin. I thought it was Magusta. That's Garvin. We're just here to why are we here?
Oh,
for
we're
a
finding a
ship.
ship to sail.
We're looking for a ship.
Hmm.
Who are you?
Me, Sheila. I hate to spell, by the way. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I want to.
It's just so awkward. What animals would talk
I'm
like? I don't
keeping
know.
you on the spot.
Me, Sheila.
I hate this spell.
It's so awkward.
It is awkward.
Named by
Christian,
father.
please.
In chat.
It takes more than that.
So what are you exactly?
You see, all of their eyes widen as they look down at themselves. No. We no.
Are you a chicken?
What?
Nothing. Are you? You can fly, right?
They brush their wings, and Sheila kind of, as she just kind of flies up off the ground, but she's not leaving the pen.
Okay. Are you it seems like you're scared of outside.
Scared?
Yeah.
No. Well, sometimes. Big creature, scary,
What big creature?
tries to eat. Big.
I believe they're talking about crabs.
But you can't hear them.
No, but like if they're going like
Yeah,
that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Well, she's not doing that.
Oh, she isn't.
She's a chicken.
Oh, okay.
You think animals are so much more advanced?
like this. You were going,
I'm sorry, I won't do that
That's what
again.
I'm saying. Like she has wings, so like what is
She just goes,
lobster? Octopus?
no,
What are
Big.
they talking about?
blue.
Big. I asked what her name was. Her name Shamumu.
Okay.
The f-
They're scared of something that's going out there eating them. How big is this thing? Like how big is it?
She kind of looks over and to the other chickens, which, from what you hear, is formation. Which is a big word for these chickens to know.
That's a big word. It's a big word.
As
That's
they jump on top of each other, and they form about maybe 6 or 7 chickens tall. So about the size, well, no, a little bit more chickens because they would have to be about the chicken's about a foot tall.
Yeah.
So about like 10 chickens on top of each other.
Whoa.
And Sheila's on the top. She goes, big.
A giant crab? Huh. Did it have pinchers? Like
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of legs. Big beady eyes.
Slimy.
Slimy?
Legs long. Slimy.
Like they
She kind of takes her wing and does this kind of like movement with
like fluid. Like no bones.
it. Mm-hmm.
Can I like a history check?
Can
A
I
history
fi-
check?
Can I
See like what she's trying to do. Or
Make a insight on her.
Insight. Okay.
You know, I just ask.
You see the
what's
chicken.
happening.
You see the wing kind of do this weird maneuver.
Just know what even is.
But you can't understand her.
I don't know.
I mean, you can insight with.
It's gonna be a 21.
21. Jesus.
You can't tell what she's saying.
She's a bird.
But with
It's a chicken.
but with what Frank is saying with the liquid and the legs and the movement, you can still understand him.
Yeah, of course.
So the spell only lets him understand what they're saying, but he's still speaking common.
Okay.
He says like legs fluid, no bones, and she goes like this, and you kind of get a read into whatever this 10 chicken tall creature would be if she's even talking about something like that with legs that are fluid and boneless, probably is leading to some kind of tentacle or array of
So it's not
limbs.
Could I tell what it is? Pinchers, fluid tentacles.
You can make a history check with disadvantage. It's a very bare bones explanation.
History?
Yeah.
18.
Wow, even with disadvantage. Okay. There are creatures you've heard about that kind of defend the shores. You don't remember what they're called, but they are these 10-foot tall, half crab, half octopus creatures.
Oh.
and they are able to exist on land for about an hour at a time before needing to breathe water, but they are both land and water
Land.
creatures. So they have these large pincers and these kind of armored, and what she said, blue bodies, and then these tentacle octopus squid legs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a little about those. They can only be on land for about an hour. So, do they have to breathe water?
What?
The creatures you're talking about can breathe in the water, and I'll point to the water, and can also come on land where we are. So
Yes.
but
Attack.
yes, it comes in attacks.
Try to eat.
So you stay in the shack for protection. Interesting. Well, sorry to hear about that. Hope none of you died. Do you know where a boat is?
She looks at 3 of the other chickens as they just kind of look back at her.
Did they know what boats are?
They have no clue what
Ask
that
them
is.
what their master is.
Take me to your leader.
Take you to your leader.
Do you have
Before I
like
cut
a
you
leader,
down where you
or-
stand.
or are you just natural
Father?
animals?
Father, inside. They all look at the shack.
Yeah, that's it.
Where are we in the shack?
No, you're on the outside.
Oh, we're on the
yeah,
outside.
on the outside,
There
they
was
have
like
a
a
pen
pen.
of
Yeah.
picket fence
Oh,
that connects
oh,
them
yeah, I'll
to the
walk
side of the
inside.
shack.
Yeah, that's what I just wanted the whole
We go
time.
inside.
I thought
They're
that I
sitting down
opened-
having
I-
a cup of tea.
I thought that I opened the shack and they were all just in there, like, and I was like, oh, they're just hiding in the shack from the creature. Oh, okay.
No, they're outside. They're
Yeah,
just,
no, I'm gonna knock because I
Okay.
assume that it's like a gardener or something, like
Okay.
tending to these guys.
You kind of just.
Excuse me.
You see this man about your size, Frank.
Oh, let's go! Yes!
He is actually, I think, only 3'1".
Dude, someone my
So,
size. Let's
Someone
go.
actually your size, because Garvin is short, but he's not your
He's only
actual
he's
size.
4'8". Let's go.
So this guy, he goes, "Well, hello there. Nice to meet you." He kind of rubs his eyes a little bit. And, what can I help you with?
I'm so sorry to bother you. I was just wondering if we're looking for a boat.
I see.
Yeah, so I was wondering where we could go find one.
You've come to the right place.
Yay!
I will have to see what time he's getting back at, but I'm sure he will take you. I'm so sorry. My name is Benin Crump.
God, I love you. It's nice to meet you. I'm Frank Lumen.
Great. You are a... He kind of looks really closely. Gnome.
Yes, I'm a gnome. And is he a gnome?
He's a halfling.
Oh, halfling. Oh, yes, and I see you're a halfling. Love that. Very interesting. So, yeah. So you said so that like there's a higher up about a man who could get us a boat.
Yes. I have a good friend of mine. His name is Captain Zachus. He is very proficient in piloting ships, and he has his own ship.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Okay, so do you know when he maybe will be back?
He lives alongside us. He lives with us in the shack. But he is the one who gets us all our food and everything, and with that we let him stay here rent-free.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
As he's talking, he just kind of stops as a voice pipes up. Who's that? Just some guests, honey. Oh, goodness, let me get my my clothing, my blouse. No, you don't have to say that out loud, honey. she's a scandalous one, isn't she?
Good stuff.
Were we interrupting something? Were we interrupting anything?
No, we were just sleeping.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Oh.
Kind of rubs his eye again as he waits for her. Got to do whatever the wife wants, you know.
Yeah, happy
happy
wife.
wife, happy life. I'm sorry. Did I unravel past trauma?
No, it's
I apologize.
big plot in your character.
While she's getting ready, you see
Lord.
this halfling man, about like I said, 3'1", patchy beard, not a full like yours. It's very patchy. This kind of smaller mustache that goes up. It doesn't kind of quite twirl around. It just kind of sticks up. Very large nose compared to the rest of his facial features. He has these kind of amber-colored pupils. These eyes that with the sunlight going down, they really shine. They have a very like orangey amber, hazel kind of color. And he's wearing these overalls. One of them are unbuttoned, kind of hanging down, with this white button shirt underneath. There are a couple stains on it, but otherwise pretty clean outfit. And he has no shoes.
Are his toes cute?
Are they?
They look. I don't even. Look at toe check. No, they look like.
Smell his feet. Do it.
No, stop, please. I can't with this. It's too much. They look like, I mean, kind of like yours, just small, like for a human, kind of like small, stubby hobbit feet. Very, very hairy.
Yeah.
Extremely hairy.
Got
And kind of yellow toenails. No, please.
According to your picture.
Oh my God.
I love this song.
Sorry.
I love
Is there
it.
anything you need help with in the meantime? While your friend is away, we could help around at all.
If you offer, you could just feed, feed the gull hens and.
Gold pens.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
We didn't know what they were. I didn't know what they were.
Oh yes, the gull hens. They are basically a mix between if a gull, a seagull, and a hen were to fertilize an egg together.
Oh.
It didn't seem possible. We thought that they were too different of creatures, but someone tried it, and now they're gull hens.
Oh, well, you like what you like.
Yes. So we've been breeding and feeding them to have the largest collection of gull hens in Nympha. Unfortunately, we don't have enough money to live in one of the big cities, so we must kind of make do on the shore.
What's about, I'm a druid, so I was talking with the gull hens. What about the creature that comes out and attacks?
Oh.
What is that?
Yes, we're not exactly sure what it is, but it is this very, very tall, it looks like a half crustacean, half cephalopod. These 8 tentacles on the bottom carry it quickly through the sands. And you think with no support it would be slow, but it actually just very fast. It was able to move across the ground. It is pretty scary, actually.
Also, what time is it? Yeah.
The sun is setting, so it's probably around 6 or 7 p.m.
We have to kill this thing, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
It does come out sometimes, but if there is something there that doesn't allow it to come through, it'll go back into the water. It sees us as a threat to its ecosystem, even though we've been living here for a long time and have never done a single thing to upset the balance of the water, the ocean.
I see.
So, you haven't done anything to this creature. It's attacking you just out of pure animosity.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an insight check? I just want to make sure that this thing isn't like protecting.
Can I as well?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I making?
Insight if you want to.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you guidance.
21.
And 8. You guys, he seems forthcoming enough. Okay. And for you,
I trust it.
who as you get a read into people, and it's your job to kind of read into people and see, being a religious man, of course, you read in, and from what you can tell, he is telling the truth. From his point of view, he is telling the truth. You don't know if there's something that it is protecting that he doesn't know about, but he's not lying. They have not done anything. They've just lived. They just live here.
Dun, dun, dun.
They just are, like you said, they're too poor to live in a city, so they live on the shore.
The shore's best.
So we want to go take this thing out?
But we have no spell slots.
Yeah.
Maybe you do, but I don't.
Well, I wouldn't want you to have to go after this thing, especially in a sense of it is.
Can't you both fight without?
Yes, but I'd rather
Yes.
wait till the morning.
Okay.
We can insta-shot it, okay?
I'm just afraid that if it is killed and another one finds it, that a whole revolt will be staged in front.
Oh, that's true.
So I'd rather maybe if it's found, we capture it instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you can speak with it
If
perhaps
it's
and try
if
and
its
convince it
carapace
to
is
leave.
found
You
by
probably.
another one of it.
Oh, you could probably grapple the thing and just hoe it onto shore.
Until the hour's up and then just dead.
It
Yeah.
isn't. It doesn't come every night though.
When does it usually
Tonight's the
come?
night.
When does it usually come?
Whenever the moon is either full, half, or crescent, none in between. So we'll have to look at the moon tonight and see.
Right.
Well, as the wife finally comes up, kind of buttoning the top of her pink, whatever button-up shirt she has, she has this. She's a little older, looking in the face, a little bit of wrinkles. She has this long ginger hair that kind of has white streaks going through it. Kind of actually cool looking, the way that the silver just kind of sheen through the hair. She has this of course pink kind of picnic blanket looking shirt on. One of the buttons, there's buttons on it, and one of the flaps is tucked into this kind of pair of cut denim shorts, while the other one is hanging out.
Is she thick?
Yes. I knew you were going to ask me that, so yes.
I know.
She is.
Is she hot?
No.
To you, yes. To you too, she's a bit short.
I have
And
no
she kind of
interest in
has-
such worldly desires.
She kind of has buggy
Man,
eyes.
shut the fuck up.
Her eyes are a little bit
Goddamn
buggy.
Just a monarch.
Her nose is a little big. Her eyes are a bit buggy.
Modicum of cum.
And she doesn't have any shoes on either.
Okay.
Suck the toes. Anyways, well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Is there somewhere we can sleep, or
Oh, I mean, for one or two, but for
I will
this
stay
many.
we
outside.
can stay outside with the hens?
You're
will
probably the
protect them.
size of the shack.
Especially if they're halflings, they don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, think
That's
about
true.
the size of the roof.
You're just
And like you were just like.
I mean,
absolutely just
the
gigantic.
shack is only a couple feet taller than you.
We can
you
have.
are-
No, I'll stay outside.
Yeah, me and Ryan can stay outside, and you and the Wanderer and Aga can. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is that?
That's Schmitty.
Can you
Yeah, I know it's just pointing to you. That's Schmitty. He's a wandering mound.
He is a friend of ours and a companion.
Well, if the moon is scary, he would be a good bodyguard.
Yes.
So if he is a friend of yours, then yes, you may sleep. I hope Zatchus comes back tomorrow.
Zatches?
Yes, the captain of the ship.
Captain, yeah.
Well, if not, we're always here to help out, and you know, I could learn a bit about nautical travel with this one. So, all right, I'll just. Can I sleep on Schmitty?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sleep on Schmitty.
You see, like, before you get up, the wife kind of sticks her hand. Hello there. I'm Telia. Telia Krupp.
Nice to meet you, Frank Lumen. I'm gonna kiss you
Stand here.
with consent.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
she kind of goes to the Wanderer. The Wanderer looks a little bit, kind of shakes, a little taken aback.
Has you never seen a halfling before?
No, but
It's just awkward.
she's just short. Like short.
She's like,
Yeah, she's a
short.
little she's small.
He's just, I don't know. He just kind of looks. He's always skeptic of everything. So.
Except for the boys.
The boy.
The boys.
I'll go get ready to sleep by Schmitty as well.
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to sleep in the house. As Garvin just kind of
Oh.
and just steps in, and you see, both
Go
Benin
for it,
and
my
Talia kind of go, "Oh, okay, make yourself at home." You can
I
take
was imagining the
Zatchus.
scene from. Never mind.
It's the scene from what?
The Hobbit.
The scene from what?
The
The
scene from
Hobbit.
what?
When like
Yes.
all the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dinner
yeah,
scene,
yeah,
they
yeah.
all just come in and just all the dwarfs and the gnomes. And
Okay.
just, I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
know.
I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Really?
You haven't seen The Hobbit?
No, I said in a long time.
Oh,
It's been-
I
it's been a
was
while.
I think it's before the first scene.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Should watch
All
it.
right, babe.
But it's totally copyrighted. I guess it's too on Twitch, but it's
Let's
not.
watch the
Just watch
Hobbit
the whole
movie.
movie. 9
Hot
hour.
tub stream.
Yeah, 9-hour marathon.
That'll be
Once
fun.
we're all 18.
That'd be like 18 hours if you watch all 6 movies.
Oh, there's yeah, because Lord of the Rings
Because Lord of the Rings, yeah.
and Fantastic Beasts.
And we could read the books. Fantastic Beasts is
And
Harry
Harry Potter. I'm sorry. I,
I
don't know what
was
said.
like, wait a second.
How dare
My
you?
fault. And where to find them. So he just kind of brushes past the two, and he goes, "You can sleep in the captain's room." Bit of forceful friend there. Well, I'll make you all some breakfast in the morning,
Okay.
but we will get some rest now. It's quite late for us. Yes, we do get up quite early and take care of the gull hens and around, make sure that the water isn't getting too close to the shack to where it starts to mold and the wood. So enjoy your night. We do have some. 1 second, honey. Would you get the blankets and pillows? Oh, of course. She goes into. She kind of hear like things opening and things moving around. And she goes into the. She comes out with a bunch of just like a thing of like blankets and pillows. They all look to be like self-knit. I do a bit of knitting in my spare time. She's very good. Yes, she's very good. She kind of comes out and she starts handing them around. Pillow. I mean, for you, it's like the pillow. It's like the size of your head. For you, it works perfectly well. For you, it's a little small, but you can make it work. For Wanderer, same thing. So the blanket probably will cover about up to your thighs.
Good enough for me.
It's this giant man with his little knit blanket. That's cute. So she hands the blankets out to each of you. Oh, well, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, sleepy.
Do sleep well.
You as well. Thank you very much, and we will talk in the morning.
Go inside and just sleep in the hay or whatever.
Oh, there is probably room if you want to sleep with your friend in there.
Okay. I better watch the moon to see the crab.
I understand. The crab.
Larry
Crab.
Lobster.
Larry the lobster comes out.
You guys don't understand what it's like to be swole.
Can Johnny Bravo be the PvE chief?
Whoo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, little mama.
Get out of your own house. Finding the house.
I'm in love with the cheese. Okay, you go inside the. The door closes, and you kind of all make your. The sand is soft. It's not super hard. But you all kind of make your little beds on the side. Schmitty gets down to his knees and just becomes like this big bush. As you hear just. He just falls asleep. You get on him. You use some of the vines to kind of cover whatever the blanket is not fully getting. You take the blanket. It covers to about your mid-chest line, which is enough. It's not cold here. You have knee blanket.
Is the moon out yet, or do you not see it?
The sun is pretty much set. There's just a little bit of light left
Okay. I'll just
over
stay
the
awake.
ocean.
Yeah, just stay awake until the moon is up.
You see as you kind of look, you're dozing in and out of sleep as the battles kind of really wear you down, make you sleepy.
Okay.
And you kind of jolt back awake, and the moon is about halfway to the sky. And it doesn't seem to be a danger moon, from what he said. It's just a normal moon. But you are there just in case something does happen. As you finally look, you're like, okay, the moon seems to be fine.
The crab comes out.
They
lied.
Justin lied to us. Called this
The crab is the
failed an
captain.
insight check.
It's okay.
It was all moon phases, not just 4.
And you just kind of wake up. You're like, oh shit, I forgot to check the moon. And it's daytime.
Oh, everyone's dead.
You see the massacre of your party.
The Goalhen's body strewn across the floor.
Franklin's
Thrown
head
upon the roof.
planted
Larry,
deeply
why?
into the sand.
Why, Larry? Why?
Schmitty's unraveled
Decapitated,
like
we lie, and
like an
Schmitty
empty used
sawed in
condom.
half. His head was all over the floor.
And you,
Bro, those poor Spotify listeners pretty soon are just gonna fucking unravel.
hey man, join us on Spotify.com/talesntaverns.
Or don't. Save your ears.
Or don't.
Or no, is it
I
5%
can't
off for
determine
Fresh?
your life.
Geico
Yeah.
saves less on Spotify.
So we wake up and
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you wake up
Okay.
in the morning, to the sound of bells tolling in the distance. As you see in the distance, this ship is slowly arriving. As the door to the cabin opens up, and Benin walks out. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hello, Zachus. Welcome back. As you see this little figure in the distance, kind of.
Okay.
You guys kind of sit at the shore, all wake up, get yourselves ready. Talia brings out a bunch of plates of breakfast. There's some eggs. The eggs are big. Like, even though the chickens aren't that big, it seems that taking egg from both seagull and chicken DNA, has made like a larger,
It's a mutated.
larger egg,
That's good.
and the yolk is a little more gray than white.
Oh.
But it looks like a regular egg with the yolk. Kind of hands the plates to you. There's some potatoes that have been fried. There's some bread.
Some good shit. Damn, Jimmy, some real
She's gonna just
correlation.
really take. She has this little pouch and she sprinkles some granulated pink salt. It's the fanciest thing we have in the house.
Oh,
This
thank
is
you so much.
amazing.
It really means a lot.
Thank you so much.
Surely. Any guests who are here to be kind and not evict us from our home are truly welcome. Yes, indeed. It's been quite a fight with the government in Adlian, but we do what we can. For some reason, apparently our home here affects so much of the economy, even though we spend very little and don't even interfere in any political affairs. We don't do the voting, we don't do anything.
Can I have an insight check?
On what?
Not an insight check. I want to know, are they? Why would the government care so much if they're here?
I wish it was a politics check.
Yeah, like a political check or something.
Yeah, make a political check. It's just gonna be your intelligence. This would be another skill that we'll add.
I want to rip it. I want to rip it. I want to rip it.
Didn't do anything.
10. I got a 10.
Since I'm adding this now, actually, if you want to be proficient in that, you can.
Cool.
Yeah, 'cause, like you're
In a
political.
politics check,
Yeah,
because you come
Yeah,
from
you're
a
literal.
Liberal.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Ryak is independent.
Ryak
Shit.
tries to get weed legalized.
Ryak's a California native. Oh, but yeah, I'll let you be proficient in that. It's just intelligence.
Cool.
Would you roll?
10.
Yeah, you're not sure
What the fuck?
why the government would care so much. But that is a talking point if you ever meet them.
The government?
Yeah, if you ever meet like
Joe Biden.
the monarchy, the political system
Okay.
of Lympho, that could be something that comes
Really?
up.
Man, they're just trying to protect their little shack, man.
What you care so much, bro?
Yeah, they're little gold hens.
I'm sorry.
Alright. No, I don't really care if they're
They're
all
destroying
I
the
want your damn ship.
Inflation.
You don't even have your ship.
Gas-
yet.
Things are too powerful.
Gas prices are going
A
up
little
because of
shack
them.
full of
I
sea
spent
hens.
53 on gas.
As the
It
ship
hurts so
Dude, I'm
much.
shooting myself.
as the ship approaches, is there anything you guys want to do in the meantime? Because it's gonna take a good 10 minutes for that ship to come to shore.
Can I
Can
go
we
to the
restore
ship?
our spell slots?
Well, you got a long rest,
Yeah,
so
okay.
everything is restored.
Can I go to the ship and just help him out, maybe?
Well, he's not here yet, so that's what I was
I was
asking.
gonna like run over there.
Oh, but he's in the water.
I'm gonna swim over
He's in the ocean, like 10 minutes
I'm
away.
gonna go there.
All
I'll
right.
help them I'll help them tend to their gold hens for making us breakfast or whatever.
Okay.
Or help them clean up the dishes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. If you want to tend to the hens, he kind of goes into this little closet on the side. It's not quite its own, like, shack, like mini shack or shed. I mean, but it's a door that connects to the side of the shack. And he picks up this large bag, almost like half the size of him. And he kind of takes it over to you. This is the seed we used to feed. And you just pick it up. Oh,
Cool. Thank you. How much do I get for
And
it?
it's water.
it'll be one. Oh, I don't know. About 3 of my hands are one of yours.
Alright, sounds good.
So I'd say it's about 1 handful every 3 birds.
Okay. I'll just go count the
And there's
birds then.
15 birds.
Okay, then I'll give them 5 handfuls. Is there a trough or anything I give it to them in? Or?
No, just drop it on the floor. They'll find it.
Okay. Weird. Then I'll just go and I'll put 5 handfuls out.
We should invest in a trough.
Yeah.
You see, they do have this. As you haven't been around the back of the. As you kind of go to the back of the
Can I
shack,
build them a trough?
you can, yeah, if you want
I
to.
want to try. See, because he has his little hammer. So let's test out his carpenter
Well,
skills.
how much material do you have?
I'll try to. Can I? You know, if you have the materials, I can try to build you some. I mean, I was a stay-at-home dad for about 30 years, so.
Well, we don't really have the material.
Fuck!
It's all went into the fence.
Oh,
But if you can find some trees around here, I'm
Buy
sure.
driftwood, perhaps.
Or driftwood.
Alright.
Or maybe Zatchus has some on his ship.
Or we can just use the ship to make the trough.
Because I'm a pretty handy man. I mean, there's no electricity back then. So
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm trying to help build something.
Okay. You kind of you dip in. You see this. Actually, it's kind of cool. It's an irrigation pipeline behind the shack that goes into the ocean, and it goes through, and it leads into this small little. It actually kind of looks like this, my roller. Small little like stump.
Okay.
Which would be it looks like they cut down a tree, hollowed out the stump, and then built a fence around it. But it goes into there, and you see Talia kind of goes to the back and flips a switch, and water from the sea pours into it until she flips it back, and it stops, drips, and the birds all kind of go over and start
They can drink seawater.
drinking and eating. Yes, so even though we are not very financially stable, we do have enough to keep ourselves alive. And we have each other, which is good enough. Now, I think we should wait for Zatchus to come so we can see if he has any extra materials for you to build with. And he should be here any minute as you all look over, and the ship is now approaching the dock. Heave ho! Hello, darlings! I have arrived yet again, and I see some new faces. Goodness, I love meeting new people.
Oh, this guy's gonna be a lot.
Why, hello there.
As he kind of pulls up to the side, you are rather tall.
Why,
My
thank you.
goodness.
My. What's your name again?
Captain Xavier Zatchus, at your service. As
Xavier
he
Zatchus.
kind of grabs onto his anchor that he threw down and slides down the rope, almost like a stripper pole. Just
That's amazing.
he lands down. He has these
I
very.
like it. I like it.
This guy.
He has this.
That's a lot.
He is a water genasi.
Mhm.
This blue skin, this hair that waves, and it's actually long purple wavy hair. Looks like ocean waves almost, with these streaks of white sea foam in it.
So cool.
He kind of, as he lands, he kind of puts his arms like this, and two spouts of water shoot out of his hands as he bows. Gracious to make your acquaintance.
This guy's the best.
You see, he has this large red
Oh,
pirate
man.
hat with this big white feather that comes out the top. Just huge feather. This
Where's he
red
from, these guys?
red trench coat with these kind of gold baubles and different ranks and insignias on it. And this kind of purple undercoat, and the pants are just these very red, like satin velvet trousers that go into these really tall boots, like drag queen boots. They're awesome, and they are.
Why
kind
are
of-
you
they're
not
buckled.
freaking out over this, Logan?
He has two
He's
buckles on
really
each shoe.
Do you know this guy?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
You don't know him.
Yeah, do I know?
He
No.
looks like someone you would know. You don't know.
Okay.
Well, what is the pleasure of meeting you all here today?
We needed a ride, you see.
A ride!
Yes.
Oh, and to where will I be taking you?
Galu.
Galu. Oh, that's quite a far ways away. Oh man, I wouldn't be back at the shack in quite some time.
I mean, you can take the ship if you want, but I mean,
But then I cannot
yeah, exactly.
do the work
Yeah.
that I must.
Yeah.
You see, I, Xavier Zatchus, am the primary caretaker of these two wonderful halflings. They are elderly and cannot hunt and fend for themselves, so I go out and I fish and I find food and I do what I must to help them out.
That's
And in
very
return,
nice.
they let me live with them,
Very-
as not a lot of places let me live.
Yes. Is this guy an outlaw in the pirate community?
You're not. Make a.
I'm not sure, but I
How could
honestly.
you tell
Make
by
a-
looking at him?
make
Frank,
a-
How could you tell by looking at
Here's
him?
what Frank thinks.
Explain your reason
Here's
how
what
you can
Frank
tell.
thinks.
Oh, he's an outlaw just by looking at him.
I think he is either compensating for something, or
Penis
he's
size or
not
what?
actually. He is a pirate, but he's not actually a pirate. If that makes sense, I think he's a fraud.
Make a
But
insight check.
I'll make an insight check.
I don't believe.
16.
16.
I think this guy's a fraud.
Um,
And I think he wants to
it's-
seem like a cool pirate,
yeah.
but no one likes him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
You're pretty much on the nose.
Yeah.
The thing about this guy is, with someone with the amount of admiral medals he has to not be able to afford living anywhere, it does not make sense.
Yeah, no one wants him around, essentially. But he's still fucking cool. I like this guy.
I do too.
He definitely is. The ship itself looks, as it gets closer, like it's been built from the ground up. Like there's plywood's been nailed into places.
I
where
respect the
it's not.
hustle.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle. But yeah. No,
but
this
I
guy's...
mean,
This guy's...
His outfit is gorgeous. It's
Yeah,
extravagant.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
very flamboyant and lovely to look at.
100%.
But he doesn't. He definitely puts on more of a front than he has.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think I still love him. He's still really cool. Well, that is very, very nice of you. It's very kind. But so is it possible that we could get a ride there?
Or do you know of anyone else that might be able to?
I mean, I'm sure a great pirate like you could sail just about anywhere.
Well, yes, the sailing is not the problem. I
Yes.
could take you across the seas of Batilis, the lava. Oh my goodness, that is truly a joke. That does not work like that. But
I cannot do that.
but the problem is leaving these two, unless
They come with
they
us.
come with
perhaps,
us.
with their gold hens even.
Oh, we can put the pins on the ship. I hope they
Maybe
don't
they
fly
just-
off. Let me think about something. As he goes over to the shack and he's looking up and down, kind of one hand on his hip and his foot's tapping. I just hope that nobody comes and confiscates the shack where we're going. Because from this side to the exact other side of Linfo, we're looking at a month travel. The seas are massive.
Is there another way that we can do it? Is it? Okay.
Unless we give them money to buy food themselves.
How much? I've been meaning to ask. How much money do I have?
Did
Your
you not roll in the
background.
beginning? Your
Isn't
background
our-
gives you money, and then
Wait, we roll for money in the beginning?
if you didn't choose
Yeah,
items,
okay. Choose
did you
items.
choose
I
items
chose items, yeah.
from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose.
Okay, so whatever you get from the.
How much is the rate to survive for a month on food? Is it like
Do
a
I have
gold
any
a
money
month?
from my books?
Let's see for where you are. What's that?
Do I have any money from my books or like
Yeah.
savings or anything?
Yeah,
Didn't
you
he like sell a lot of them?
They went.
roll 2d20.
They went Mr. Worldwide.
Roll 2d20.
Oh.
For you, crit, roll
30.
40-20.
4d20?
30.
What about me?
And for you, roll
'Cause I already.
2d20. Or 3. Roll 3d20.
Okay. Because like I already
20
I did the background
plus
and all that.
11 is
before I did
31.
this.
37.
Okay, so
Thanks,
37
Christian.
gold.
I got 30.
30 gold.
And do I start with the 25 for my background or just the 37 instead?
Oh, you can start with the background as well.
I got
You came from a noble house, so
I
that
got-
would make sense for you to have.
I got 46.
Okay.
It's pretty solid.
And then you take whatever your background is, add that to your number. And that's how much gold you have. For living,
37 plus 20 is 57. 57 plus 5 is going to be 62.
Look at you, chemistry major.
No.
Chemistry major.
so what are you looking at living on for a month?
So if they were to have to buy food for themselves and for the birds for a month, would it need about a gold, right? Because isn't like...
This is per person.
Right. Isn't it like a few copper for a meal? Or is it like...
Well, they have the bird seed already.
Okay.
A huge bag. It's probably not going to run out for a while.
Okay.
So the birds are taken care of.
Mhm.
When it comes to the people, this is actually some math I got to do real quick. Give me a second here.
You
I
can
can
tell
pay
me
for-
I
I
might be
can-
able to do it.
I can pay for most of it. I have 85 gold.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put some...
Well, let's see. Let's say that you're
Because that's
just
something
let's say you're just living off of a modest daily income, a daily meal per person. That's 3 silver per person per day. So you're looking at
So
3
9 silver a day,
times-
9 times 30.
There's only 2 of 'em.
So 270 silver a month
so that's
per person
about 3 gold per person
a month.
for a month.
So
And there are
2 months that will be gone. So we'll give them 6 gold in total.
they'll be gone for 2 months. You'll be gone for 1.
Yeah, because they have to go back.
They have to go back. You
But
don't.
we still
Right,
have,
so
we
we can
still
give them,
probably
like,
pay them
6
though. I
gold.
mean, like,
So let's see. There's 4 of you plus Garvin. That's 5 plus the captain. That's 6, and then the 2 halflings. That's 8.
I think we should pay for ourselves, but then we should. also
Wait,
pay for
aren't we
them.
just get wait?
No,
what?
we just give the...
We're gonna just
the
give
halflings
the
money so they
halflings
can buy
gold so
money
they can buy
themselves.
food while they're at the shack.
Okay,
When
well,
we
there's,
leave
there,
them here.
then you guys are gonna have to stop by a city to buy food.
Oh, we can't just give them gold and they go themselves?
Because I
They
mean,
don't have a ship to go anywhere.
Oh, are they that far from the city?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
They're on the
coastlines.
shore.
Now I'm really
I-
curious as to why the government cares. They're like way
The
out
first
there.
the first city is about a week away by boat, and then if you're looking at the capital, that's 2 weeks. Looking at
So they have to come with us.
the middle one is 2 weeks,
No matter what, they have to come with
and then you got 3 weeks to the altar,
Alright.
and a month to the fourth,
And then we can
City.
just fish for our food, hopefully.
or to the.
Fish enough each day.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sure.
But if you have the money, you can stop by one of the.
It's
Cities to
probably-
just buy
and the
food.
goldhens can make eggs. Well, if the goldhens are making them eggs to eat, should
But
that
how
cut down
often
on
do they
the
make
gold?
eggs?
Once a day, usually for regular chickens.
Okay, and there's 15 of them, so that takes care of 15.
chickens.
And
a
they
lot
make
of
some pretty
eggs.
big eggs, and they're
Yeah.
halflings, so they're pretty small.
They can fill up with them with
So
the 2
they
eggs.
get 15 eggs a day, usually on
They can take
average.
about 2 eggs per meal.
They have to live off of the eggs for
They
2
just live off
months.
the
So
eggs and
2
nothing
times
else.
3, they're looking at 6 eggs for the 2 of them per day.
Well, how do
But
they
how are you
live-
going to store those eggs on the ship if they're laying them every day, everywhere?
Well, if there's more of us, we can just eat them.
Okay.
As they come out. So if we just take them and the hens with us, and just hope that they don't have their house destroyed while we're gone.
Well, why don't we just have them stay here at the shack and then just eat off the gold hens?
Will they be okay with that?
Like, how do they live before that? Is that just like they just eat eggs and?
Well, they try not to eat eggs every single day because that's not good for you.
Right. 6 eggs.
So
a
they
day
try
sounds
to
a lot.
do maybe an eggs every 2 or 3 days, which means they need other food for the other days, which is
Like-
why
like fish.
the
Can I fish?
captain is they catch fish, and the other captain is going out
Then
and
what, the captain's on the reason.
grabbing food.
But do they know how to fish?
They could fish very easily.
I think they could just. I think they can self. Can the halflings not just self-sustain?
They could, but they don't live in a city where they can buy food, so they do try to get different foods, from the city, or because there's fish, there's eggs, and that's all
What
they
foods
have.
do you have on the ship, Zachus?
Right now, barrels of ale, of course. We have, I don't know how stale the bread is by now. Could be pretty bad, could be not so bad, depending on how well the cupboards preserve the freshness of the bread. All our vegetables are spoiled by this point. Fruits are gone.
You have a crew? Yeah.
No.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, you do now.
Oh, I love to hear that.
Hey, how about we just level up to level 4 and I can create food?
Create a crew.
You know, just create a crew.
'Cause
Skeleton.
Oh, goodness me gracious, wonderful.
So then, we can ask them, what would you rather come with us, or would you rather self-sustain here without food? If we do need a ride.
Yes, it may be a dangerous travel for you though, because the seas can be quite
Unless we
dangerous.
get another, we have him take us to the port town.
I don't know if it would be wise for us to leave our shack. We don't want to come back with
Perhaps he can
no
we can
shack.
have Zarchus take us to a port town and we can find another ride to Galen from there.
Yeah. Sure.
I believe we'd be okay for the month, going between eggs and fish.
Are you sure?
Well, he did come back with food, which is what his mission was.
That's true.
So he can leave food here for us here. You see, he kind of. Oh, what can I call you, Mr. Big?
My name is Ryak.
Ryak.
Mr. Pig.
And you are.
Zanlier.
My name's Frank.
I'm from these parts, so if we have to, we can just stay up there at ship. I'm quite.
You can also be the
sustainable.
skipper.
Well,
You can be the co-captain.
oh,
Are you a sailing man?
I am a sailing man.
Oh, good. Another one on the ship. I don't have very many of those. Last one died. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
This guy!
This is my goodness,
this guy, bro!
I'm just playing a little joke on you.
It's like,
Where do you come up with these? Where do
I'm-
you come up with these?
I'm.
Hopelessly
sleep.
alone.
I don't sleep. You see, he kind of pulls at his waist and he shows this belt with this gold skull as the
I thought
buckle.
he was gonna
Oh my,
say
dinner,
something
dinner
else.
first. Please.
Now, I need your help. Can you grab 2 of the ale barrels and bring them down from the ship into...
But of course.
The shack.
I'll go up and grab them.
Thank you so much. I will give you both a sack. That sounds very provocative. I mean, I'm just kidding around. He goes in, he grabs a sack, and he kind of hands it to you. Take this down to the shack.
Sack.
He's kind of...
Thank you for the shock.
He's taking you up the ship now. This is my wonderful ship, the SS Darling. Because she
I
truly
love
is a
that.
darling.
Oh, so cute.
What?
He went, no.
Okay, this game sucks.
I hate Dungeons and Dragons.
It's the running gag. We hate this game. Look where we are every week. You kind of go up the ship. You see the sails are ripped, and they're not in good condition. But they take him where he needs to go, apparently. He goes and gives you a smaller sack. Takes us down to the shack, please.
Right. What's in him?
His has breads, different breads. Yours has a collection of fruits and vegetables that I picked fresh from the market today. Well, it wasn't today, but you know what I mean. And he kind of grabs a barrel and starts heading down. These are the preserved meats.
Ooh.
Kind of you all step down. You bring everything to the shack. As you lay it all in front, you see Garvin steps out. Good morning, laddies. What are we doing?
Well, the captain has arrived on his ship.
The captain. Oh, wonderful. He kind of strums a tune for the captain. Oh, an instrument. I would love to have some music on the ship. Thank you, darling. You're very sweet. Well, come now. I believe if Benin and his wife are okay with just staying and self-sustaining, now with all this food, it should last them a good amount of time. They can eat what we have, and then for the rest of the days that I'm not back,
They can do
fish and eggs.
Okay.
We'll be okay. We will have to find a way to hoist off the beast if he does come back. Usually Zach just does that for us. Yes, I take the swingering of my rapier and I stab right through it. And it keeps coming back. I think it's able to close up whatever wounds it's feeling. Strange. But I believe the moon shouldn't be too close to its crescent cycle, so I hope everything is alright. I will rush and do the best I can to get back home as soon as possible, so that we may come back as one unity yet again. Anything else before we take off?
Do you have any arrows?
Like, for shooting?
Yeah. I'll pull out my mini bow. That's a foot long.
A toothpick, you see?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. So I defend myself.
I might. Come with me. As he kind of steps back up the whatever that thing is on a ship where you send it this wood plank all the way down to step.
Mhm.
I forgot what it's called, but I don't. What?
Like a ramp?
Yeah, kind of like a ramp. Just a ramp.
Nautical ramp.
Then nautical nonsense. Be something you wish. Go up the ramp into the ship. Open up the captain's quarters. You go inside and you see lots of. He has a lot of money in there.
Is this real money or is it fake money? Why did the music change?
You can make it. I don't know. I'm scared.
He said you open up and you see the bodies of hanging gnolls.
Hey, ain't nothing but a cheat day. You go inside. If you would like to make a check on the money, you can.
I'm not gonna steal it, but like.
He starts
Sorry,
to-
what check was it?
Let's do perception.
Oh, bud. Okay. 11.
It looks real, but it doesn't make sense why he has so much money and is not living in the city.
Whoa, you got stacks and racks, my friend.
Yes, of course. I'm, very good at my job.
This guy's definitely wanted in several counties for stealing.
I'm sorry. Metagaming what?
I'm not gonna bet, but Frog's very confused.
He sits on this throne, which is the only other thing on the ship that looks as nice as he does. It's just very red velvet throne with this kind of bronze lion head at the top.
Shame if you were to die.
I don't like this.
There's a bronze
I'm gonna
lion
be
head at
honest.
the top of the thing with ruby eyes and these claws that turn into arms of the chair.
I do not like
And
this.
all 4 feet of the chair are lion feet, like paws. He sits on it, goes under his desk, and you hear some kind of latches. I do! I have a few. Goes in. Has 3 arrows. I rolled 3d8 and I got 1 every roll. I'm not kidding. So you got 3 arrows. I
This man
swear.
has like stacks of gold and just has like 3 arrows.
I'm not one for the blah. I'm more for the ching ching.
Anyway,
That's where we're end session. Anything else you require?
So how? What is your job exactly? What do you do? What is it you do?
I am a transportationalist. If that's even a word. I take people from one place to the other. Like a chauffeur.
Okay.
But overseas. I take people from Ulau to Mitla, from Mitla to Berwi, to even Atleon. Those are the 4 cities of...
yeah, I don't know if this even.
So I'm
you know.
I'm a bit of a
I
handyman. So if you need help fixing anything around the ship, just
Oh.
let me know.
That would be very nice. The sails are getting a bit worn. There was a horrible storm the other day, about a week ago, I think. Lightning crashed and just destroyed my sweet, sweet darling's sails.
Sure, I can sew them back together.
Thank you very much. I guess we should do that before we leave. Otherwise, it'll take us longer to get to where you're going. My stomach just sounded like,
I'll
sounded
go
like
and
Schmitty.
I'll go and I'll just take down the sails. I'll kind of just clamber up.
Alright.
and-
And then are you gonna fix them? Make a
Me and my
survival
wife.
check.
Me and my wife used to do this together.
Make a survival check. Oh, he's pretty quick, isn't he?
I think
19.
19? Yeah, you take it, you go into your pack and you kind of take out these sewing utensils and you just kind of start sewing. In the meantime, that will definitely take off of the cost of the travel for sure.
How much is it gonna be?
Well, any friends of my compatriots are friends of mine, so I could let you go easily with a 20 gold trip.
Anything else you need help with?
Anyway, we can.
Maybe we
Maybe
can lower the
cut
price
that
with.
once.
Maybe a little sucky.
Hey, yeah, 20 gold's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gold, man.
Well, I mean, I am losing out on a lot of work by taking you a month's travel to and back.
That's very true.
So this is a bit of a steal. I usually charge people 20 gold just from going to one city to the other. So going from across the entire region, well, that would be much more.
It's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, I don't know about helping me with anything. Is there anything you would like to do before we set sail?
Nothing else that we need.
Oh, do you have any spare wood? I have to make troughs real quick.
Yes, I do. He goes, kind of closes, he takes you by the back and kind of moves you out of the captain's chambers and closes it.
Does he lock it?
He does. I was just about to say, he grabs a key from his pouch and you see the key itself has a heart shape on it. Puts it away. Goes over to this kind of big, it's like this wooden grate in the floor. And he turns his lever. And you see the ropes that are attached from the mast area to this start pulling. And the hatch starts to slowly open up until it's open. And he steps down. Well, come. Steps down. And he goes to the back corner of this very spacious area. He has a couple of cannons down there, but they all seem to be blown out. and broken and cracked in some way.
Oh,
He has cannonballs in the corner. What's up?
Oh, never mind.
He has cannonballs in the corner that don't seem to have a use anymore as the cannons are broken. In the other corner, he has a spare pile of driftwood and scrap like metal and even like stone pieces that he's just kind of collected. He goes, right here, you can build anything you want. I don't even use it.
Can I cast mending on some of the cannons to see if I can repair it? It's a cantrip.
How big does the crack have to be be able to be fixed? Is it a foot or an inch?
I'm really not
Do you
sure.
remember? I'm gonna look it up.
I believe it was.
I don't know if it matters, does it?
Oh, it does.
Does it matter? Okay.
In the spell, yeah. So as long as the break, the spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. So you can cast it multiple times in the different cracks around the cannon, but one of them is completely blown. Like the cannonball came out and the entire thing just blew.
Yeah, there's no fixing that.
Yeah, that's not fixable.
That's a lot of damage. I have to go pee.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll do some stuff here.
Some sick role playing.
Okay. So it's like, do I repair like any of them that might have been broken or just not really?
Oh yeah, you can fix one of them that has multiple cracks. You can just do multiple mendings on it because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second.
Is like one of the cantrips I've done is like I haven't used this whole campaign because it's completely useless. It's like a role play spell.
It's a total roleplay spell.
And it's like a
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah. It's like not even.
It's completely just a sense or
Yeah.
thing.
I never used it once.
You lay your hands on it. He goes, "What do you?" Oh, as you see the crack start to form back together into this full cannon. Now he goes, "Well, that cannon's been out of commission for months."
A repaired ship is the best ship, as I say in mine.
Oh my goodness, you really are a shipman, aren't you?
Yes. Well, now not anymore. I'm retired necessarily because my ship it's gone down with the ocean.
Oh, I apologize for that. It's not easy for a man to lose his ship.
And what of your crew? Did you have any?
No, solo man. Just explored, preaching and helping people around.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Preaching, you say?
Yes, I am.
Of whom?
Tyr. You don't know him. A lot of people don't. It's a outside god, outside of Elementus.
Oh. Interesting. And you, are you a religious man as well?
Yes, I am. I serve Kosoth.
Oh, I know that one. You see, I would serve a god, but I feel like if there was a god, me and my friends would not be in this predicament. Or at least the gods were kind. However, that is personal information I'm not going to get into right now.
It's okay. People have their.
No,
But I am
we have
interested-
2 months. Please go ahead.
Oh.
I am interested in an outside god, a god that does not have interference within this world. If
Well,
that's
yeah.
what you'll say.
Practically, but he also does in some ways. Outside of Elementus, there's different realms outside of even the one that we're even into. So we have stacks on layers of different realms. We're in this one, and then outside of this one, there's the material plane. Outside the material plane, there's it's a lot of.
He's gonna make an insight check on you. Because he has no clue what you're talking about right now. 7.
Oh, wait, do I have to roll like the deception, or
No, you're just roll persuasion.
oh,
Because you're telling the truth. That's correct. But he doesn't understand. He can't comprehend something like that. Persuasion.
You got a
14.
10 on the die.
14.
If what you're saying is true, then that means that everything I've been living for is not what I thought it was.
Oh.
Just shattered him. His entire belief, his entire life, he just shattered.
So there's more to this world than Elementus.
I thought everyone knew that. You knew that?
I don't know if I knew that. Yeah, what I've read about it in books.
You would know about it.
It's like kind of like a.
It's something that people of a higher status know about, but usually the more common folk don't know about
Or
it.
don't believe it.
Or don't believe, exactly. but usually more like nobility are given more because they speak with the genies and have the actual like
Frogs.
what what
Oh. Have you heard of Nod Cove? It's Nod Cove. I don't know what it is.
oh no, it's not me.
Nodney. I was not.
Not me.
Oh yes, Nodney. I was supposed to spell that.
Sorry, I was confused what you said.
Nod.
Yes, of course I have.
Have you ever gone around it or even explored it a bit?
No, that is on my bucket list, however. I would love to go see an Audi Cove.
Well, I'm going on it on other reasons.
Do you want to go?
Not right now. Well, that's
Why
where
not? Why not?
It's extremely dangerous. You have no idea what surrounds it.
Have you tried to go before?
Yes.
Oh.
That's where my ship sunk.
Oh. Yes, we will steer clear then.
It was such a beautiful ship.
I apologize.
A
What
sea
was it
witch.
named?
I remember.
Wasn't me.
I didn't even put it in because that was like 3 months ago. I planned this.
Oh, you have. I know what it is.
Yeah.
You
It was
have
like
the
5
name.
months ago.
The name of it.
Yeah,
Of the ship.
I remember.
You don't remember?
I have heard
It's the
of it.
Heilig sheep.
What?
The Heilig ship. It's
Heilig.
Dutch for something.
How do you
That's what you told me.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Heilig sheep.
Heilig ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. That sounds quite flamboyant.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like me! Oh!
Oh, yes, very.
Oh, he opens one of the portholes. He seems like whatever mind breaking you just did, he completely just ignored it, and he's now happy again. As he starts pushing the cannon towards the porthole, and just in case. I don't know what baggage you come from, so we have a cannon just in case there is some kind of discrepancy.
Should we set sail?
I think it is time.
Has he finished building his trough already?
He was not yet. He was fixing the sails first.
Well, we can still set sail and just have them do that.
But
Better
the
not
trough
waste
is
any
for
time.
them.
What?
But the trough is for the people on the land.
Oh,
So I'll say he did that first.
sorry.
Finish that up, because
So
then
he's building his
That way
own
we can just
mountain.
fix the ship sails as we go.
well, you need the sails to go in the direction you need to go though. So.
What did I miss?
I broke him.
You broke Xavier by telling him that there were more realms than just Elementus that exist, and he couldn't handle that.
What did he do?
You just broke him mentally.
Broke him mentally.
Why would
But
you
Because
then,
do
everything.
then he talked about Nadi Cove, which
Yeah.
took his mind off of it. Then he talked about how he's not really a religious man because he felt that if there were gods that really did care and really did watch, him and his friends wouldn't be in the predicament they're in.
The captain said that?
Mm-hmm.
Him and his friends? Who were his friends?
Benin and
Yeah.
Talia.
Oh, that's right.
The
That's
halflings.
right, that's right. You just broke a man and you dare celebrate
Perhaps you shouldn't tell everyone of
of your findings.
Oh, he asked me. He did ask.
Wait,
me
what
that.
did he ask?
He asked who's Tyr, and I was like, yeah, Tyr's the god outside of this realm, and he's like,
Wait, what?
what?
I'm sorry.
Say,
well.
the curiosity.
Make a survival check to build that trough.
Please, I want to be good for him.
Nice.
Flaccid 20.
Yeah, you build it up.
You build
Take out your little hammer. Kind of use a little bit of magic to support and push some pieces together. It looks like it'll hold food very nicely. You finish it up.
Straw.
Ooh, that's very nice. As you see, Benin kind of steps up. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate this. Ooh. Takes it and kind of drags it down the ramp. Him and his wife pick it up and move it over and put it into the fence. And the birds just kind of look around. As you kind of finish up sewing that all the holes back together, it's about maybe 11 or 12 now in the afternoon. You were able to kind of, with the help of the different rigging mechanisms that are on the ship, get the sail back tied up to where it's supposed to be. And he lifts the anchor, gets behind the wheel, turns the wheel as the sails kind of move, and the ship slowly begins to take off. more question before we are fully away. What is that thing?
Oh, that's Smitty.
Schmitty.
Does he do anything?
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes I sit on him and I shoot arrows off him.
Oh, okay.
He's very effective in battle.
A mount.
Yes.
Well, if there is a battle, he will protect us.
Indeed.
Oh, really?
As will you, I'm guessing.
Yes.
No. I'm just
No, you're.
I mean, you were able to survive a ship sinking and fix my steel cannon.
Yeah.
I think you could take care of yourself.
I was in the app character. I was joking.
Oh.
So the audience of Twitch.
Oh, sorry, Twitch.
It's like Twitch.
I don't know why I looked at that one like it's gonna see me.
I hit the camera.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Producer.
Producer Nathan,
Camera.
is the camera fucked up?
No, you're still good.
Crit's camera.
Okay.
I mean, you could turn it left.
Do the left.
Better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lexi,
Wonderful.
beautiful face.
A little bit behind the scenes for you guys there.
Yeah,
Because when I get my ass kicked.
And as you begin to take off and you sail, that's where we'll go to break. And we're back. Tales and Taverns, your favorite boys. Let's jump right back into this, shall we? What?
Huh?
You okay?
I'm not joking.
I know you're not.
As the ship takes off from its placement right next to the shack, you kind of watch as the water splits as the ship goes right through, kind of like leaving the sea foam in its wake. So, where do you guys come from?
I'm from Silax, in the first mountain range. I have a school over there called Lumen's Academy,
Oh,
and I'm an author.
wow. Yeah, that's great.
Yes. It's very
One day I'll be able to remember where the name is that I've lived my whole life.
Batilas?
Thank you.
The entire region? There's only 4.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I'm just
Batilas?
Thank you.
And you?
I'm gonna write it down.
no, do not. Don't. Think about something really sad.
And you?
I'm from Batilis. I'm from the city of gold.
Oh. City of Gold. That means you must be from riches and wealth. You see his eyes perk up.
Somewhat. What about you? Where are you from?
From here. I was born in Mitla, Center Island. And raised by my parents for about a year. Until they decided they didn't want to raise me anymore. They put me up for orphanage adoption. But I was never adopted. So I decided to just become my own man. I learned how to fend for myself. And eventually saved up enough money from doing odd jobs to buy a ship. Well, I didn't buy the ship. I bought the things for the ship and then built the ship. But it wasn't easy getting to the top of...
What? Dude.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I'll show you my burger.
Tales and Taverns. Brought to you by
Uniquely.
Uniquely.
Burger.
So he kind of...
Sounds funny.
I forgot where I was because of you. I'm gonna eat your butt.
He was talking about how he went to an orphanage and he was never adopted.
Yeah. So he goes, it wasn't easy getting to the top of pirate ship travel. If you could even call it a pirate ship. I mean, I'm not really a pirate, you know, I'm more of a...
You're more of a tour guide.
In a way, yes. But, the pirate life never really suited me. It was lots of violence and plundering of both women and jewels. And, while yes, I can plunder a good woman or two, I don't particularly like to steal from high factions and powerful people.
You know what I'm rolling for. 13?
He's very... You don't know if you believe him, but you want to believe him. He sounds like he's giving you his story right now. And even though you're not sure, like, if this is true, you also don't really care because you've come to like this guy so much in such a short period of time.
So, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say he's caring and he's extravagant, and he's much more interesting than a lot of the people you've met.
So how do you get food for your friends, and how do you earn money as well?
Well, the money I get from traveling around, and since I don't owe any rent, I can spend some of the money on food that I get from traveling people from place to place, and then I go to cities and I buy food from them, and whatever's left I save up.
How long have you been doing this for?
Oh man, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I know I look incredible, but I'm in my 40s already, and I've been doing this for about since I built my ship, so 14.
Wow.
Oh, solid.
There was no law against a child piloting a ship if he's making enough money to support himself.
What can you tell me about the government here?
Whack.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
They don't.
Wrong eating bread, by the way.
Yeah. You like that? You see, the bread that you picked is this kind of. It's like Outback bread. It's like this dark,
Oh, okay.
brown with these oats kind of around it and these different seeds and grains.
A bit darker the hell.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I know the greatest places to get bread and food from various cities.
He's definitely stealing this.
No, but the cities and
Give these life savings.
the politics, the queen, she tries, but how much can she do?
How old is the queen?
17?
Excuse me?
17, I believe.
17?
She was kind of forced into a position.
Oh, wow. What race is she?
I believe Triton,
Really?
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Yeah, that's very odd.
You know, I've always kind of been jealous of the Tritons because we have the same powers, but they can swim and we can't.
You can swim?
Well, I can swim, but they can swim like a fish,
Swim.
like they're natural.
Huh. But you can still breathe underwater, can't you? Yeah. Huh.
Yes, and you. I didn't ask. Where are you from?
No, I'm from Calum. I was
Oh.
banished, and I went off my own journey and ended up here where I became a trader and a sailor. Yeah.
I see. And how about your brooding friend over there? As you look at Wanderer kind of just grabbing his sword and spinning it.
We aren't exactly sure.
He looks like the person you wouldn't be sure about.
Yeah. Oh,
Someone like me is very forthcoming, and someone like him seems very reserved, so I understand.
I believe he said he was from the air region.
Calum.
Caleb as well.
Yes, he is.
Understand.
But he likes keeping his own stuff, his own secrets to himself, so it wouldn't really bother him if I was you.
I won't. I won't bother.
Weird question, and you probably won't know the answer. But have you ever seen one of these? And I'll put out the weird heart-shaped nut. The one that we had 12 of.
Yeah.
Any idea what this could be?
He kind of goes next to his ship wheel. And he grabs a book on the side and flips through it. Well, if it's not in my book, I don't know about it. Places it down. It looks strange. Weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know where someone would get something like that. I've never seen it in any of the shops either.
Alright.
Now, here's a quick question for you. Once you get to Calum, what's your next step?
we did look for the king. We have these certain treasures to show him.
This guy's a pirate.
Certain treasures.
This guy's a pirate.
I'm open.
I won't say anything if you won't. Let me see.
I'm not saying this in character. This guy's a pirate.
He opens wide, one of his teeth silver.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Well, come on.
Let's kill him and take the shit.
No!
Pull it out. Whip it out. Let me see.
No. That is for us to keep to ourselves.
Oh.
Dude, he's gonna look like he'll kill us during the night and just...
I'd like to see you try.
Then I respect your decision.
Okay, now I just, like, my trust for this guy just went, like, from here to, like, here.
My trust for you just went from here to here. You
I'm
snitching on our necklaces. Dude, this is celestial power. You understand? Celestial. And you just told a pirate who is 100% a traitor to his kind
What if I just...
about our greatest treasure.
Just do that. Like, honestly, I couldn't forget every single thing we've ever told him.
Who are you? What is this?
How do you get on my ship? How?
You're rather handsome.
Okay, if worst comes to worst, we can do it, but I don't want to.
Okay. I respect.
I'm not saying this in character.
He kind of, his bolstering, bubbling demeanor drops a bit as he just kind of steps over to the steering wheel and grabs it. And
Why are you telling these people these things?
Dude, I can just... Okay, you want me to like, remove every single thing he's ever known about us?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just don't tell any. Just
But
don't
like,
tell
don't
anyone.
like, don't tell people that we have.
As
this
we're walking
thing.
away, I'll grab Zanio. I'll be like, don't tell. Can't tell anyone about our necklaces.
Do you need help with anything else before as we're setting off? Or
no, you can rest.
thank you.
Dude, he's gonna make you rest just so you can go.
I'm gonna go to everyone. I'm gonna ask for their necklaces. And I'm gonna keep them on me. If you guys will give me your necklaces.
Why do you want it?
Because I want them all in one place where he tries to be so that if they're all scattered about, he has more of a chance to get them. If we have them all in one place, you can keep them for all I care. I just want one person trustworthy to have them.
Sure, why not?
Give it to him, he's big.
Yeah, I'll pass it to him.
Trust me. I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna hollow out some hadcap mushrooms and I'm gonna stuff them in the hadcap mushrooms and then I'll put them in so that they can't fall out and then I'll put them in like jumble around in my stuff.
Much if we lose him.
I'm not
It'd
gonna
be
lose.
so funny.
I'm not gonna
So
lose
I
my
would laugh
mushrooms.
just
so
set the
hard.
episode around, just like
I
all
guess
the
I'll
stuff
trust
is
you
fine.
with this.
You see me whittling it into a mushroom.
What are you doing?
I've done this before. Not with anything illegal.
Okay.
No.
I wouldn't care. Oh, and here's this too. He pulls out the book that has it now engraved in it. I don't even know. I tried to get it out. I couldn't get it out. So either it can just stay in this book, or you can just take the whole book. But I do want to read the book at some point. So
That's true. Yeah, I might as well. And then I'll shuffle it among my other books.
So what do we think?
I don't know. It's weird. Ever since we got into Kalum, it's been weird. Government's weird. Never seen those gold hens. That's weird. This guy's a little weird. Why does he have how does he have so much gold?
I don't know. I mean, I know people live mysterious lives, but at the same time, what he says doesn't match what he owns.
It's all a facade, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, he's giving us transportation just a week, right?
Hmm?
Just a week, right?
It's a month.
A month.
It's a month, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just 1 month. That's all.
We're paying 20 gold each. Not each, but you
No,
know.
it's a 20 gold round trip.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
20 gold round trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was each.
No.
I really thought it was each. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know.
No, that'd be like what, like
No. We would
100 gold.
definitely work it off if it was 20 gold each.
Yeah. If it was, then we'd be like, hey, I want to kill you.
Can I work? On my wisdom.
How so?
No, I'll do dexterity.
How so?
I would like to practice with my bow, and I'm gonna practice on Schmitty. Like jumping off of Schmitty, climbing Schmitty. And like,
Sorry, buddy.
Just stretch.
Putting you down.
But I got up my dexterity.
No, like stretching, getting it, because I kind of have a dad bod, and I've kind of been not, working out.
Will you allow us to do that after all?
I'll allow one upgrade per skill, not two.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so make a. Let's do acrobatics. That's a dex.
What, can we all do this?
Well, you're not. Well, you have to tell me how you were working on dex.
Okay.
Wait, do you know how it works?
I want to do dex.
Do you know how it works?
Which one do you want to do?
Do they know how it works?
I want to do like, I don't know. Like
Okay, so we
strength.
do a, and I don't think you know. I'll tell you, and the general. I have a homebrew rule in my campaigns where you can get a certain number of hours for each of your 4 or each of your 6 ability scores, and you can work on those abilities by doing specific skills that would work on them. And if you're specifically working on that skill, let's say Connor's working on dexterity right now, he's going to make an acrobatics check, and depending on how well he does, he'll get a certain number of hours of work in that specific skill. And once he reaches 100 hours, his ability score will go up by 1. What's the word?
Point.
Plus 1.
Yeah, but forever.
Skill point.
Permanently, that's it. But it can only be done once per ability score. So you can do all 6 of them
All 6 of them.
up by 1.
By 1.
Then you have to reach 100 hours in that. But the better you do on your checks, the more hours you get.
So do like 600 hours in total to upgrade every single one?
By 1.
By 1.
But you also have till the end of the campaign to do that.
Yeah.
And you're also getting ability score improvements every 4 levels on top of that.
We have like,
Can I
a whole
spar
month to
with
do it,
Ryak? I just want you to throw like heavy attacks at me, and I try to dodge them.
Can I use that to train my strength as well as doing strength training and push-ups and whatnot?
Sure.
You do push-ups while I'm like reading on
I'll
your
work
back.
on athletics if I can.
So
Okay,
strength.
So a strength-based
Strength-based,
training. Yeah.
yes.
So okay, how would you do that?
I just rolled d20, right?
No, but like, what would you?
Oh, okay.
What would you do? In
Like character
I roll it
wise.
in the game. I roll
He
a
goes,
dice.
Oh, sweet.
Roll a really heavy dice.
Sandra goes, thanks, God.
Just like work on like maybe like I don't know, moving some stuff around. Around the shit to help.
Yeah, you could push some stuff around, pick up some stuff.
And like do some
What Mighty
I don't know,
did.
like work out, bench press some people.
Hmm?
I was joking about the last one.
You can rip curl
I
Frank.
rip-
He weighs
Very
60
good.
pounds. So you can
I
just,
can
like,
do that.
fucking shred
Because
it.
Xander's like shredded.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, wait. Acrobatics, it's 16.
Okay.
Okay.
And then make athletics to kind of keep swinging and not get tired.
11.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You have 16.
13. 13.
So you get 4 hours.
We're summoning him.
Hey!
I just need some fried chicken and more, and we'll be good to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you
You
get
thought Evan was Hispanic, by the way.
No, I did not.
How?
Evan, meaning to
No, I
bring
was-
that
I
up.
was-
He thought you were like, isn't
No.
he Mexican?
No,
Isn't
I
Evan
was
Williams
thinking of
Mexican?
someone else. But I accidentally said Evan.
No, you didn't.
I
No,
did.
you didn't. You're just
yeah,
embarrassed.
you get
No,
4
I'm not
hours
embarrassed.
of strength training.
Guys, I love Evan Williams. He's my friend. with benefits.
Why'd you say it like that? My friend.
my friend.
And then Connor, you get 5 hours of dex training. And then what did you make a? Because you're doing some strength training too. Make a basic strength check.
Basically, okay.
Because you're not. Well, actually, you are lifting and athletically. So go ahead and make an athletics check. I don't know if that changed anything, but
17.
17. You get 6 hours of strength training.
Only 94 more to go.
Yeah, but think about it.
Let's get do that.
Over the campaign course, the more hours you rack up when you're
I
on
want
off
to
time.
introduce by the time we get to the shore, though.
That's not possible.
Really?
I mean, if you do it every single day,
I'm gonna do that every single day.
so that would be
That's a bit
that'd be a nice 29 more checks for you to make.
Unless you don't want to. I mean, it's up
No,
to you.
it's up to you.
It's up to you.
Um,
Because I don't know if you get like pissed off and like, really, man?
well, let's get to the next day first.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want to make.
He's got stuff that he needs to do.
As you guys gotta train up and on the ship, you see Wanderers just kind of sitting there in the corner, just looking at his blade.
Nathan.
Okay.
What?
He's trying to
Yeah,
help
he's
you.
trying to help you, and you just throw it in the bag.
No, sorry, it's okay.
Kind of looking at his blade, kind of practicing spinning it around. He does one strike in the air, which ripples the entire air and makes this kind of current of wind. And he kind of goes, nice. You see Schmitty kind of just stands there.
He does intelligence as his, he gets more smart.
I still
He reads
want to.
books.
I still want to teach him how to talk.
You never know, but I don't know.
What's his intelligence?
It's 1. It just says 1 on it.
I swear, I want to teach him how. I want to teach him how to do something.
He's gonna become like a math major.
Schmitty makes a rocket.
He's in your class next week.
Dude, there's this guy
Looks like
named
Schmitty.
Brian who's a math major, and he wants to get a PhD in math, and it's just like all he wants to do is math, like math theory, developing math, and like taking it to the next step. And I'm like, you like math that much? He's like, yes, I love math, and I'm like,
This guy's like a
How do you multiply some bitches on your dick? His intelligence is very low.
Oh, we just gonna skip past that you didn't.
So his
What?
intelligence is very low.
okay.
Can I train his intelligence? I want to.
How?
How do you?
I'm
wanna-
genuinely curious.
I want to teach him how to talk.
read him books.
Cause I know he thinks. Cause he's reacted to like.
He has a brain.
We tried to make him go faster when we were going to the
But a
brawl,
dog
the bully
can
walks,
do
and he was
that,
like,
so-
or he was like, like I know he's capable of
Oh,
Does
stuff.
he have vocal cords to even speak?
Oh, he.
I don't feel like a
I
creature
mean-
like that would.
Technically.
To get on like one of
Because
those
I know,
things
I'm sure
that
he thinks,
Steve Hawking has.
and I know he's probably bored. So I'll show him like pictures that my kids drew when they were kids,
He eats it.
and I'll tell him stories and stuff. I'll tell him the story about how I got my hammer.
Go ahead.
So one day I was just wandering through the woods, looking for spores as that's how you normally look at me, so I'm not phased. Looking for spores as I normally was, and I came across this giant forest troll. This giant forest troll. And he was sentient, and he was talking to me. And I saw on his back, he turns around and he has this almost house-sized backpack on. And he sets it down and he unfolds it all. And he tells me that he's actually a worksmith and he crafts things. And so I saw this absolutely beautiful hammer, and I'll pull it out. And so I said, how much is that? And he almost started to get teary-eyed and said he was very misunderstood and he was kicked out of his tribe. And because, he didn't want to be a forest troll, he wanted to go and like build things and be a part of civilization and be something big. And he got kicked out and excommunicated, so he's been wandering the woods trying to find someone to buy his equipment. So I bought this hammer off him, and I've been using it ever since. Yeah, it was very nice.
He kind of takes his hand with his big hand, and some vines kind of touch around the hammer and feel it.
So what happened to the troll?
Well, he went on his way, and I haven't seen him since. I hope one day we can meet again. I'll tell him I use his hammer to this day.
Oi!
It's
You know,
the troll!
Hello! Good day, Governor. Oi! You know his name?
I think it was, Grothau?
Greg.
Grothau?
Frank.
Grathar? Grothar. Grawthar. Grothar.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard of such a beast. But from what I've read about trolls, they're not kind like that.
No.
Hmm.
I thought I'd have to throw down when I first saw him. I had my staff
Yes,
ready
of
and everything.
course. Interesting.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to steal the ship. Oh, silly me. He runs back and he grabs back on. You see Schmitty for the first time is completely enthralled in what you're talking about.
I know.
He's staring. He's still staring at you. Like he hasn't diverted his attention yet. He's still looking. He's still feeling the hammer.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting nearby and listening to everything you're saying too.
Like a show and tell.
Like crisscross applesauce, just sitting like watching.
Go ahead. Sounds out. Getting his rocks off with my hammer.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take his hand. I'll pull him to the. Because he's way bigger than me. I'll pull him, walk him over to the edge of the boat, and I'll push. No, I'm kidding. I'll show him the ocean and stuff.
Blue. Like with a water cycle.
As you're looking over the edge now, you see alongside following the ship are some fish, like flying fish, but they actually have real feathery wings.
Oh.
And as they kind of dive into the water and fly back out, you see the water just kind of flies off of the wings like would a duck would have, where the water doesn't stick. But they actually have real like feathered wings and real kind of their fins are made of feathers in their tail, but they are fish still, and they fly through.
Oh wow.
And he's just looking at them. His mouth kind of gapes a little more.
Well, I'm telling you, I know he's capable.
He's just he's looking, and for the first time he seems to have some kind of true understanding of what you're trying to get at. Besides just like, oh, just mindlessly fight.
Yeah, I've had students who are dumber than Smitty. Like, and if they can make it through high school, so can Smitty.
Schmitty can learn how to say.
Smitty can learn.
What a dad.
Let's give him some intelligence training.
Let's go.
Please roll high. Oh.
Smitty falls off the edge.
Well, he doesn't get much, but he gets
It's
he
okay.
gets 3 hours.
Okay.
That's solid.
Make sure I keep Schmitty's. Schmitty.
So, Zenler, where did you learn to sail?
Well, I did it. I am self-taught.
Self-taught.
I had some, structures and I don't know, I said that 2 times, but
Alright, it's okay.
basically they just
You're
kind of
learning.
taught me the ropes of sailing a ship and what everything is and all that.
What do you like about sailing?
It's just, you're a free man. You can go wherever you want. You can help whoever's in need. I think it's something pretty, really nice.
I'm gonna practice my wild shape.
I can't remember any of the people extra you gave me. I have to memorize their names.
I sent them to you.
I know I have to memorize them all.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of scrolling, my guy.
Oh.
Just lots of
Okay.
late night blue call texts. I got lonely sometimes.
Yeah, I'll make a constitution saving throw.
Loki Baboa.
Oh, I remember that guy.
I'm gonna bring him back.
As the sun falls out of the sky and the moon starts to rise, the ship sails. You see. I'm getting quite sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you okay?
My pencil is an eraser.
Maybe pick a new one.
Yeah.
Stupid bastard.
No.
For sure.
Yeah. That's what my mom called me.
Well, does anyone want to take over for me for the night?
I'll take
Pooped.
care of it. Oh.
I'm pooped.
Oh.
I'm pooped.
I'll take over.
Thank you very much.
Take your rest.
I will. I haven't slept much since the past few days. He kind of gets off the wheel and he goes, "You know what you're doing. I trust you." We're going to Nutty Cove. What?
Oh no.
What? That wasn't funny.
No, it's not.
That wasn't funny.
Don't do it.
It's not enough.
What?
No, it's usually like a few minutes of me trying not to laugh has to go back.
Oh, okay. Let's do a try not to laugh. First person to laugh, the character dies.
they have to
I have no guy. Oh.
No.
Smitty!
You're slack.
Don't laugh. Don't
That's
laugh.
like 17 characters that are now dead in the world. Well,
The world is dead.
shouldn't have made the rule.
First to laugh has to eat the fry off the camera.
Don't
I
laugh,
think
man.
it'd be
Spot.
really funny.
Don't laugh, man.
All right, let's just continue. And if someone laughs, you have to eat it.
These poor people are like having to watch this because they're invested. Maybe like one of them's invested, and they have to watch this. They're gonna
Yeah.
watch this
You're gonna watch
through to the end.
Nah, babe, it's part of the.
No, I have a friend actually. He's like episode 4 already.
Judah?
Judah, yeah.
That's
They
very
watch all
nice. Tell him I said thanks. Actually, Judah, if you're watching, thank you, bro.
Judah's the best.
We should give him the fry.
That was a laugh, dude. That was clearly a laugh.
No, it was not.
What do you mean?
I almost
You
got
were-
you.
No, I
I
didn't.
forgot.
See.
Go.
Okay.
Everyone
Fine.
watch this. I don't want to mess the
I'm
camera.
not gonna get up though.
No, don't do it yet. Wait till after.
No, I want them to see this.
Oh no! Oh no! Dude,
Eat
it's
this.
rock,
Eat it for Judah.
It's rock solid. It's like literally feel it, dude. I don't
You
think
have to eat it. You laughed.
no.
laugh.
Is this even
Eat
edible?
it.
You have
Yes,
to
it
lick
is.
it. At least
Eat
lick
it.
it.
No, you have to eat it.
Lick it.
You have to eat it.
Good enough.
No, eat it.
Now
Eat
put
it.
it back for the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
person.
yeah. Every single time you laugh, you have to put.
Connor, put it back for
Eat
the
the
next
fry.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
Okay, I licked it.
Put it back for the next person, Connor.
I'm not licking. He just licked it.
that's the point.
Yeah.
Why
did
didn't
it.
you eat it? I thought you said you
Next
said
person to laugh is gonna.
you said
people
the next
who
person to
lick-
laugh eats the
The
fry.
laughter licks.
You said eat the fry last time.
Okay, well I changed my mind.
So how about that story, guys?
Yeah.
Nah.
Are you laughing?
Laughing?
Oh,
You
did
better-
you laugh?
oh, did you laugh?
Fry.
Producer Nathan laughed. Okay,
Hey.
a little bit of a challenge there for you guys. Always mixing it up on Tales and Taverns.
Lick the fry.
Just no.
Just
Just
saying.
not.
He kind of open. You see, you take out his key and unlock the door as Zach just opens up. Opens up, steps inside, and just kind of sits on his throne. Just knocks out. Doesn't even close the door behind him.
And I'll shut the door for him.
Yeah, I'm not
Respectful
going
man.
in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yes.
He showed you earlier how to get to your quarters. You just kind of take that crank, you crank it, open up the hatch, and you can go under, and there's beds down there.
I'm just not gonna sleep. I'm used to this, right? I'm used to like just sailing, like.
You have to watch the
What
shit.
You just
noises.
lock your knees in place. And just,
Call me if you need anything. I'll be heading down for now, though. Because you're gonna make sure we don't crash, right? Like,
Yeah,
die.
definitely.
Xander's true intentions: kill the party.
I wore like the whole time. Now I can summon my master.
it's just drift the ship.
It was not cheer. It was actually tired. You silly man.
Oh, real? What's that movie that you showed me about with the tire that's alive?
Remember?
Yeah, we gotta
Dude,
watch that.
I've seen that.
The living tire. We gotta watch that movie night.
Let's go.
So stupid. As the sun begins to rise in the sky for a new dawn, you see the door kicked open. Good morning! Did you all rest? Where's all my friends?
Hello.
Oh yes, you're still here. How was it? Are you sleepy?
No.
Can I
You
check
roll
my
to
bed?
hit.
Oh my god. Can I check my bag? Check the head cap mushrooms. Is everything in there?
It actually is. All 4 amulets and the book amulet are all in your possession. As you kind of crank it from the inside of the bottom of the hatch, and the hatch opens up, you get out in the morning. Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another.
My life is like a sandwich. Whichever end comes first. It's the bread. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's a pleasure working with you, man. Thank you guys for having me.
It can
Thank
always
you so
be
much for having me.
healing,
I'm not gonna say that.
Thank you guys for having me. All
All
right.
right, have a good one, Con. We love this guy.
Frank tragically falls over.
Love
the
this
edge of
guy,
the ship.
Craig.
Frank.
Frank. We called him Frunk.
Frank Loman. Okay.
No, but you see Schmitty is
Still,
still.
I die. I look the fry of death.
You see Schmitty is still kind of just looming over the edge of the boat. Just looks like he's trying to understand life.
I feel like this is very representative of romanticism, because seeing how he's looking out over the nature into sea and trying to find himself with the individualism is setting himself apart from the rest of humanity. And I feel like he's trying to ascend within his own mind. Sorry, continue.
What the fuck are you talking about? He's just looking at some dumbass
Exactly,
fish, bro.
that is romanticism perfectly right there. He's looking out over the sea, him by himself, trying to figure out his
Bro.
inner, deeper
Oh,
thoughts and
damn.
trying to become a better person. Or,
This has
I
gone
guess,
deep,
Nah,
man.
man, he's just wondering what the fuck's in the water.
Schmitty's the next doorman.
What's up, dog fam? And this fam.
Hey,
What's up,
Darman.
doorman fam?
Hey, dog. What's up, dog fam?
The fact that like you keep slurring your words
Hey, man.
when you're doing it.
Hey, Starman fan.
Hey,
If I
man,
died,
man.
I
Hey, Sarchi,
want
man.
to be a paladin,
What's
but
up,
it's
man?
Starman, dude. Like, he was just like the god I serve.
Oh. He turns around and goes,
Do you know the
"Hey,
cult
Schmitty
of
fam."
Darman? No. Would you? Can I make a warlock, but Darman is my patron?
Every time you leave a brand on them. Hey, doorman
In
fam.
this video, the meaning of it is that you should never judge. You should never judge people of how they look. You see me? Hey, I'm a tree, man.
The transman? Is that what you said?
I said a tree.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Woo! That's funny.
Alright.
What was this guy's name? Oh, Schmitty.
Schmitty fan.
Schmitty fam. Schmitty looks over the ocean. He just kind of stares intently, like there's something he's trying to grasp, but not quite getting.
How to make videos on YouTube.
Yeah, how to become a Twitch.
To become
streamer.
He wants to become a Twitch thought?
Oh my
Become a
god.
hot stroke, a hot
Bathtub
tub
comes
thought.
E-girl.
He'd be good.
You would be,
He's
you would,
he's thick.
you'd be a professional e-girl.
Um,
Trapping all the men.
he kind of hears the hatch open as his head kind of turns back to look at you.
I'll head out as well.
Is he speaking a language or does he just make noise?
He's not saying anything that you've ever comprehended. It's just growls and groans. But it looks like earlier when he was moving and he was like almost doing this kind of moan. It was like he was trying to say something.
Is that Smitty that made that noise?
What?
Was that you or Smitty?
No, I didn't, what happened? What?
You gulped.
Oh, I swallowed.
Dude, that was so loud.
But who were you as? Was that as
No,
you
it's just
or
me.
as a character?
That's just me.
Oh, okay.
That's just
That's me,
that's
baby.
just Cheech, bro.
That's just how it would be, baby.
Yeah. Also, whenever I do any sort of intelligence or wisdom check, I want to have Schmitty participating with me.
Okay.
So I want to try to bump up my intelligence by talking to Captain about nautical travel,
Okay.
like that.
So, how'd you sleep?
Oh, I slept fine. It was it's kind of nice being back on the water.
How long has it been for you?
Oh, since I've traveled?
Yeah.
Trying to remember my backstory. 37 years?
Wow.
Yeah, because
That's almost as old as me.
Yeah, I remember me and my wife were traveling because I just finished my third book. So we were traveling around, and then she got sick. And then no, it would be more 47 years. Then when she got sick, we came home, and I took care of her. The doctor said we had 3 years, but due to my magic, I was able to draw it out to 40 years. And she died 7 years ago. And then I've been living at home since then. I went back to being the principal. And then, now I'm here. So it's been a while.
Wow. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's alright.
Sorry, I was coughing.
You know,
That still looks easy.
I always wish I could have settled down with a woman. I always went around and flaunted myself. I mean, I wouldn't care about commitment. I was scared of it. I just wanted to have fun, no bars, and not deal with the consequences. But now, living the way I do, I regret not having a woman. And I love Benin and Talia, but I am jealous of their relationship. At certain points, I am.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 45. My life's half over.
It's not too late.
Oh, I hope not. No,
How did I even drop a dice? Did I drop a dice?
Oh no.
No idea how I even dropped it.
I'm gonna make a dice counter for our show.
Dude.
It's how many
and
how
just
many push-ups we have to do at the
every
end of the day?
10 episodes, I
At
just
the end of the session.
I just make a tally of how many dice have fallen every 10 episodes.
That's
Yeah.
that's the,
By
I
the
just
end of
keep
the-
counting
it
up.
adds to the BBEG's hit points.
Ooh. It adds to.
It's gonna have 4,000 hit points by
That's
the end of
the
the
amount of seconds I rate. Okay, so he kind of just lolls over in his head and he's like, I guess it's not too late, but at the same time, I don't have a way to really. I don't have time to find a woman and court her.
Well, I mean, it looks like you've got a bunch of gold now. You could retire. I mean, you don't have to never sail again. But just find a place and sail around near there.
But then I'm leaving my friends behind.
Well, I suppose. But I mean, you could get something like this, and I'll pull out the sending stone.
What is that?
I'll rub it. Hello? Hello?
What is it?
I just wanted to say.
Oh my god!
So I just wanted to say we're currently on a boat. It's going to be about a month's travel, but we
Oh.
got a boat. Just letting you know.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
that's all. Just wanted to let you know. Sorry for
Yes.
waking you.
No, thank you for. No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my god, have mercy.
That's alright. That's just Zanler.
Oh, is he allergic to something?
Yeah, allergic to big dicks.
Oh,
so.
oh well. Oh, he must have had a hard time when I was here. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Alright, okay, alright.
Well, you have a good time.
Alright.
Why so calm?
Is that someone you just talked to?
Yeah, that's my good pal Ten Rinkin.
You FaceTime
It's
them.
called a sending stone.
Gracious.
I can talk to him whenever I like.
That is so intuitive.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't even know items like that existed.
Yeah, it's like the
So
iPhone.
you wouldn't. I mean, yeah, you'd probably see them less, but you know they're not completely alone. I mean, they have each other.
That is true.
Whatever is
So-
best for you, you know.
I just feel indebted to them.
Oh yes, how did you meet them?
Yeah.
I knew the story would come up at some point. Well, you see, they used to live in Ulau, the city closest to where they are now. And of course, I was born and, well, not raised, but grew up in Mitla, in the center city. I know none of you are native to Lympha, truly, and you are. But for those of you who don't know, Mitla is right smack in the middle of Lympha, while Ulau is more to the side, underneath, below Atlian. I sailed over to Ulau, and I guess I'll be honest with you. I did a little bit of tomfoolery in my time there. I wasn't the greatest. I did some slight stealing and picked some fights with people. And I did myself up in the slammer. I went to a dungeon.
With dragons.
I'm sorry?
No mind.
What? And it was very strange. I'd seen dungeons all the time, and I thought, oh, what kind of losers would have to do something to get themselves in there? And then all of a sudden, there I am behind bars. You know, it's like a total turntable situation.
More
Where did you get the McDonald's hot and spicy chicken sandwich?
Like a 2 for 2.
It's a 2 for 2.
That's
wow.
crazy.
It's crazy.
His accent disappears. It's pretty great.
That's awesome.
It's awesome, man.
This is no way sponsored or endorsed by
Yeah,
McDonald's.
there's not
Wow,
sponsor or
yeah,
endorsed by
they're not
McDonald's.
cool enough for us.
Yeah, and we have
Yeah.
Uniquely Geek.
Yeah, they're cool.
They can make their own hamburgers there.
Out of what? But I was behind bars and I felt so alone, so by myself. Until one day, this couple comes down, and that was Benin and Talia. They come down to the dungeon, don't know why they were there, but me being the outgoing person I am, struck a conversation with them. They came down and, well, of course, they liked me so much that they decided to take on my bail for themselves and let me free. However, what the government didn't tell them was that they would be doing multiple payments to let me out, not a lump sum.
That's a pretty big deal, my friends.
None of us were aware of that. So, as the tax collector comes by every month, their money goes down and down and down, all because they saved me.
Oh shit.
Now they don't have enough money to pay for their mortgage on their house. You understand the situation now. Them not being able to pay the rest of my bounty, they were out of money. So they would throw me back in the jail. I wasn't about to go back to jail, and I wasn't going to get them in trouble for me either. So, I was able to buy my ship back from a group of hooligans who took it with whatever life savings I had left saved from what I stole. For those of them that didn't agree, I did have to unfortunately do some minor drowning, but it is what it is. Not a life I'm proud of, but a life I had to live. Bought my ship back, and stowed away and sailed to as far as we could within Lympha, while still being in Lympha. So now we are all on the run. I donned a brand new outfit so that they wouldn't be able to notice me amongst the other water genasi that exist. And Benin and Talia try their best to not come even close to any of the other civilizations, in case there are multiple members of the guard that want to arrest the three of us. So now we all live out our lives together. I feel like if I left them, I'd be doing them and myself a dangerous disjustice.
Oh shit. This guy's not a bad guy. How much are the how much is it?
I believe it was 1,200 gold every, and there was 6 months of payment. They only got 3 months in before they had no more money left. You see, Benin used to be a great worker. He would plow the fields and sell his crops and make quite a hefty sum of money, as he was one of the only... He's not from here. He's from Silex. So they know about what it is to...
Represent Silex.
But they wanted a more vacation-y home for their retirement, so they moved out to Lympha,
Yeah, Silex is
Brought
actually
the-
kind of boring.
brought their business out there, and sold crops that Lympha cannot even have,
Exalted
making a
trade.
huge amount of money. But it wasn't enough money to be able to fully get the allowance and the understanding of everybody else
I understand.
for that kind of... I'm not sure, though, why my bounty was so high. I couldn't tell you. And while I understand what I did in my past life was not something I'm proud of, at the same time, it is those mistakes that define a human being. Or a being of some sort.
Yes.
So, in that regard, I hope you now kind of understand a little bit more where I'm coming from. And
No, I
how-
do understand.
That does make sense.
Does make sense, yes.
Yes. Cool.
Hmm.
Here's the only thing. If I were to do what you say and find a lady or a man somewhere and fall in love, I'm not picky.
Sure.
How would they survive? How would I survive? We kind of live off each other. I stay safe with them, but I'm able to get in and out of the cities very quickly, get food for them and I to live, and come back. It's getting more dangerous though. Every time I go out, there is a possibility of storms that ravage my ship.
Yeah.
Well, that is my story.
Was there the option to work off your debt?
I'm not sure. We never got around to actually seeing if that was a possibility. And now there's not a possibility. They just want me in prison. And they want the rest of their bounty paid off. Otherwise, Benin and Talia are going to be either imprisoned or working for the rest of their lives to make off. And not be able to pay their own housing. It's a tough life for some people out here.
I understand.
And I am grateful to them for everything they've done, but at the same time, I wish they just hadn't even interfered, because I'm bringing innocent people into my problems. And now I don't want to make the same mistake with you. I don't want to bring innocent people into my problems.
Well, I mean, worst to worst, we just say we never knew any of this.
Fair. There's no proof?
No.
But what about the gold down there in your...
It's not real.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better.
What is it? Illusionary gold?
It's aluminum that's been painted.
Ah.
It's not even cool enough to be a magic. Good.
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 Follow
Good.
us.
Follow.
The cult
Cult.
of the arm nipple gang.
Indeed.
That suffice. We're
Welcome to Tales
we-
Taverns.
most of us are in college,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
One of us is fully done with everything.
you see, as Schmitty has been actually paying attention to this conversation, and he's just kind of looking and staring, his mouth agape, kind of moving back and forth, his jaw sometimes. You know, I understand that you want to keep this thing around for safety purposes, but he's a bit scared. He's very uncomfortable.
I think I'm pretty sure he's learning, actually.
He can learn?
I think so. I think he's learning how to learn.
Oh.
Is that the Omnitrix?
It's a Ben 10 watch. Turn to a gorilla.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm learning things too. I didn't even know that there was such a thing as other places besides Elementus. And other gods outside of the core four and the minor four.
Well, as a teacher, learning is very important. And so is keeping an open mind.
You know, I've never attended school or university.
Really?
Not once. I always thought I was too good for it. But now I kind of regret not learning and understanding. Maybe I could have had a job that's more secure. Maybe I wouldn't have gone to prison if I was studying instead. Yep.
Well, I mean, I actually would agree with some people that schools is not for everyone. It really isn't. But, you know, with what I teach is mixology and potions and nature magic and stuff, so.
Yeah, man. Where's it coming from?
I don't know.
Okay.
What was I going to ask? Oh, I was going to ask like a production question, but never mind.
Oh. What? What's up?
We should do like a one-shot.
That's discussion for a later time.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come. Thanks. I'll be there.
Weenie.
Weenie
Scalpone.
Weenie
Weenie Scalpone, bro. Oh, well. So, just tell me about ships. Go ahead. Maybe you can teach me something. I'll take Schmitty by the hand and I'll walk him over.
Well, there's not much that I know about different types of ships, as I've only ever sailed this one my entire life. However, I have seen and heard a few things about other vessels in which can be sailed. Of course, you have this, which is your regular sailing ship. You have your more small sailboats, your more canoe type boats with no sail but with paddles. You have your large vessels. You have ships that can go as large as, 3-4 times this ship, carrying huge amounts of crewmates. It's ridiculous. But when it comes to actually knowing how to sail a ship, I only really know these size ships. And of course I am self-taught, which is helpful. And you'd think a job being a ship pilot in a region full of water would be a little more rewarding, but life isn't what it seems. And I've become a driver for people, so to speak.
What do you think, Raya?
I believe that your circumstances are very unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that, but when you say you're a driver, do you mean of like other people like us? Or is it something of like goods?
It can be both. One time I transported from Beoe to Mitla this group of caged animals, 15 cages of various furred creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And I just transported them from one city to another.
Oh.
And sometimes it's usually people. I'll take people from place to place. It is what is called commission work. So I'm doing it off of, well, not really hired. I can't really be hired by anyone in the main cities because everyone knows the bounty on me is huge. The bounty on me is more than the amount that would have to be paid for me to get out of this predicament in the first place.
Why is that?
I guess they just don't want someone like me running around.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So I made myself appear different than all of the drawings of wanted posters that have been made about me.
Do you know any magic?
That's pretty much it.
That basically just comes with being a water genasi. So.
Right.
Do you believe in gods and stuff?
I believe in, of course they're real, but I just don't believe that they have the best interest for us in mind. I believe they are more selfish than helpful. At least depending on the person.
You ever tried talking to one?
No. But I feel like they wouldn't even answer me if I tried.
Well, sorry, I just got a little distracted. He's so hot. You know, you might want to just give it a try. meditate. Try to talk to one.
Which one?
Perhaps you could talk to.
What's a lawful good god?
Tyr.
Well, I want this guy to become a warlock. That's kind of what I'm
Oh,
pushing.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
pushing him to be a warlock.
Why?
He just seems like he really needs a step up in life, and he seems like a hard worker. I think that he could strike up. Maybe you can strike up a deal with a god.
Perhaps a good one. They might bring you better fortune than what you've had.
Like me.
Sure.
You're a god?
What?
You're a god.
No, I'm not God.
Oh,
He means
you said
how
like
he-
me.
He serves when he doesn't. He
Oh,
doesn't serve.
I apologize.
I
I
have a
thought
high
you meant you
status.
were a god. I
No,
was
I'm
like,
not
it's
God.
on my ship. It's
I mean, unless we want.
You could strike up a deal with one, which is what I've heard. It helps you out, and then you just devote your life, or you do something with this. It doesn't even have to be that great.
You talk to my God if you want me to. I'm sure he
Make
would
a-
love to have you on board because he is very charismatic and he loves new people.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
No, come to my religion.
No,
My
no,
cult is
no.
better. My cult is better. You see, we have fire.
Alright.
We have
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
You're
17.
water, and you could imagine having fire and water. Ooh.
What'd you roll?
17.
That's cock.
What?
Is that 17 after everything?
Yes. Plus the modifier.
Move your hands. You're so hot, bro.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
It's a lot to take in at once. Especially, like you said, devoting a lot of myself to a higher being is a lot. It's
Well,
huge.
I was lost and didn't know where to go after I was banished, so it really did help me. I found my place and what to do to the people around me.
Why were you banished?
Yes, why were you banished?
Well, I
Yes,
didn't,
why were you banished?
I didn't exactly follow the rules of the Calum government. And,
What'd you do?
well, I just didn't really obey. I didn't really follow. I didn't really pay.
Are
I
they
didn't-
strict?
yes, very, very. The
Did you
Calum-
kill
I
someone?
would probably love that, actually.
Yeah.
So what are the
And
rules?
what are the rules?
Yes, why did you break them, or why didn't you follow them?
I didn't follow them because I just didn't feel like I had to, and also I didn't believe in the genies and all their. They're just frauds in my eyes. In my eyes, they're just not even real. They're just.
I'm looking at the Genasi, who's part genie, right?
Well, they are half genie, yeah.
Okay.
No, I see what he's saying, though. He's not saying that they're not real in the sense of they don't exist, but they're not real in their intentions. That is what I feel as well.
Well, maybe you guys should make out and just see.
Yes.
I mean, he's a handsome man. I wouldn't be opposed. But anyway, that is for later in the night.
Yes.
My question now is, if these gods you speak of are so benevolent and helpful, why do people like me live the way they do?
Well, I would say it's because you haven't spoken to any. If you're just not religious and if you don't exactly follow one, they're not going to help you.
I think
They've seen no eyes in you.
I think gods don't enforce their will on others.
Yes.
You know, it's like you can strike a deal with one, you can talk to one, you can pray to one.
But there has to be a will from both sides, not
Yeah.
just a one-sided
Yeah.
relationship. There's something to happen.
This is getting into some deep theological stuff.
That's good. That's good. I will.
Remember you.
Will you
remember me?
I will keep my mind open. Anyway, that is very big. I want to ask you something else. Have you all seen the
Yes.
Definitely.
Edge of the World?
Have I?
Have I?
I don't think so.
I'm saying
You
that.
definitely have.
Definitely not.
Have I never been to the edge?
This is my first time on a
I
ship.
don't think so.
Have I ever been to the edge?
I don't think so either.
Oh, okay.
No, I've
No,
never.
because you've traveled through, not to the edges.
Good stuff.
Well, you see, I was curious because everybody I talk to has never experienced the edge of the world either. And if what you say about other realms is true, that means that this one that we're living in right now, with its edge, could lead to something.
Yeah. There's an entrance out of it. If people can enter, then there's a way to exit. At least in my eyes. I mean,
I haven't
But-
tried because it's past a certain point of ocean, it just turns into a black void of nothing.
yeah. Well, you know, flat earthers, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
I apologize. I'm not sure what that means.
it's a Facebook group.
Oh,
Group.
my bad.
It's a Facebook group.
Yeah, that's really weird.
But I was just curious if anybody else had experienced the things I saw there. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like I was pushed away, even though it was just nothing. It was nothing there.
Perhaps there was something more.
Perhaps you're right. He's just kind of silent for a bit, just mulling over in his head. In the short time that you've been together, he's learned.
Destroyed him mentally.
He's learned so
Yeah.
much of things he never knew, things he never even thought about.
Wait, who has?
This is the captain.
Yeah. Is it the second day?
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna
28
take
more
like.
to go.
Can we just like all sleep and just skip a day and just keep doing that over again for 29 more days?
Well, he's just he takes over the wheel. So if you guys want to do more training for your
Sure.
skills, you totally can.
Do that and I'll go to sleep probably because I didn't get any sleep.
Okay.
last night.
What skill do you want to work on?
I'm just gonna max out strength.
Okay. Go ahead and
Keep on doing it over
make
and
your
over.
athletics check. Same thing for you. Athletics. And are you doing dex?
Oh.
From?
No, I'm gonna do intelligence, and I'm just gonna talk to him about nautical travel, wind speed, different kinds of sails, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Smitty there too.
I got about 14.
What do you? Okay.
Hey!
Ah!
I believe I got a flaccid 20.
I got a 1, so
A natural one.
yeah.
Smitty becomes dumber. You made him stupid.
Smitty's head falls off.
What'd you get?
I have flaccid 20.
Oh wow.
Wow. It's pretty hot.
Yes.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Stupid slut.
I almost got a 20. Look how close I was.
I got a 15. Not sure.
15.
Yeah,
I just
15.
said 14. My bad.
Oh, I thought you said 14.
Did I say 4? Oh, yeah,
You
it
said
is 14. It is
14.
14. Yeah, it's
Okay.
14. My bad.
You get 5 hours,
So I just needed 89.
and then you got a flash of 20.
Yes. I just
4
wanted to say you
hours.
become more stupid. Like
Or you got 4 hours.
Thank you.
And then for your natural one.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh wow, that was
That's
I
pretty
love
funny.
you.
pretty meme.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bully over here.
Oh,
Is
no.
your Nintendo Switch charging?
No, I forgot.
I was gonna kick your
Gonna
ass,
charge it.
Sora.
Not now. Oh, I'm good at him too, though.
Shut the
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. He's told you everything he knows about ships, in that regard. But as he's just kind of going on and on and on and on, you're tuning out as you're seeing something in the distance, some kind of large structure on an island, a while away, but still in view. And you don't really listen to anything he's saying, as you don't get any training. And with you looking somewhere else, Smitty is also now diverted to looking at whatever you're looking at.
Funny.
And that is how an octopus mates.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very interesting.
I know, it's disgusting, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's kind of intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah. No, this is now awkward.
Huh.
I'm gonna sleep.
Right.
Wait, what time is it?
So how often are
3 in the
boats
afternoon.
attacked?
I'm sorry?
How often are boats attacked by creatures?
Oh, I don't know how many creatures are left. My boat's never been attacked by a creature. Is you sleeping?
Which?
Which? Well, that's good to know.
Yes, so I don't think. And I come around this route all the time. There's never any problems.
A rat?
Route.
In post, we're gonna cut to the middle of the battle when it's raining and hailing and we're almost being torn apart.
Yeah, this is the Twitch TikTok clip.
Yeah.
Where's me saying, there's no problem. And then it's like, oh, there's a problem.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Clip to the captain getting
Yeah,
split
we'll
in
just
half.
we'll edit that. I've never ran into them before.
Satan comes out of the water.
Frank Lumen is like holding on to Schmitty as he's like gonna be blown away by the wind. Ryan, get up!
Would somebody just just fall into the ocean?
No, he can swim.
He can swim. Like
It's moving.
I don't know if
His swim speed is
He
like
actually
what,
has a
15?
swim speed.
I know he does.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's
I
15, right?
I don't know if you just
I think it's 10.
sink to the bottom of the ocean, just die. He just becomes seaweed.
Weed.
He becomes weed.
It becomes weed. Oh, Schmitty.
Hit the Smitty.
Hit the Schmidt. That's what we're gonna call him now. Hey, can you pass the Schmidt? Little jokes for you guys there.
I'm gonna consume the camera. I'm gonna do a POV in my stomach. Well, let's fast. You guys want to fast forward?
Fast travel.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Fast
We've
travel
learned
until
everything we
something
need to
attacks
from
us.
Fast travel doesn't when it attacks us.
Because when there's no combat, it freaks me out.
Well, there's no combat. It means there's a
It's
player.
scary.
It's scary.
Wow.
I'm
Damn.
joking. I'm joking. We're just talking. We're all playing this. Probably could be a battle, guys. So thanks for coming. You can leave now.
So you guys kind of
It's not fun.
you keep
It's just a battle comes.
the ship sails as that whatever island and structure in the distance just blots out of view. As you keep
Oh, God, I have.
I don't even know what to say. As you kind of look after your travel, you'd be you look on the other side of you, Frank, and actually you as well because you're awake.
Mm-hmm.
You see this in the distance, this island, and you look on the other side, and you see just this massive castle-like structure. Its spires shooting into the sky, and as the captain kind of looks over and he stares and he goes, "Even though I'm not allowed there, I'm not really intended to be there. Atlian is the most beautiful place I've ever seen. And one day I hope to erase my record so I can live amongst those who enjoy the castle life every day.
What does it take to erase a record?
Live out my sentence, pay off my sentence,
What is your sentence?
kill the guards." I'm just kidding! I'm just kidding around! What?
What is your sentence? How much time do you have?
I
to
don't
serve?
know. I
It
ran
was
away.
like a week.
I ran away before they told me, but it must be racking up to, if not lifetime, then at least 40, 50 years.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So, maybe as a ghost. Maybe as a ghost. That's my Chewbacca. No, but as you kind of keep going on for day after day after day,
How hard would it be to eat a D20?
kind of,
Sorry, continue.
he goes, "Well, we gave all the food. We are getting quite hungry now. I think it's best if we stop by a city and stock up on some food.
Okay.
You've eaten all our provisions, and everything else has been left to
That's hard.
my good friends back at the shore. So let us go to Ulau, shall we, darlings? Yes. We'll buy a little bit of get what we need and get out of there." As he kind of,
Hey, look, there's a snuff powder.
huh?
What?
Powder?
Snuff powder.
What's that?
You never heard of snuff powder?
What is that?
I'll show you. My claws kind of come out. I'll show you some good old-fashioned snuff powder.
What are you doing?
I've gone feral now that we've been on this boat and I've been isolated for so long.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
Are you okay, my friend?
I'm totally and utterly fine.
What is this powder?
I'll show you once we get to land.
Oh my god, you're scaring me. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you were an author.
I am, but when I get locked up or I can't go anywhere or do anything for a certain amount of time, I go primal.
Like Joel Osteen?
Yes, exactly like Joel Osteen. But
He kind of turns the ship around and goes, okay, we're going. As he turns it around to face that smaller spire that you saw earlier. As you know, are redirecting back around. Takes about another day to get there. You sleep, recuperate, and you wake up to the boat kind of. Land ho! I said ho. As you kind of get out of the hatch in the middle of the boat, you look out and you see this beautiful, bustling city on an island in front of you, and this giant lighthouse that just juts out of the ground. It has these kind of blue stripes that are going down in a kind of spiraling formation, and the top of it is this very pretty blue tile with this huge, what looks to be golden or bronze ball at the very, very top of it. And there's multiple windows, like marking maybe like 4 or 5 different levels of this lighthouse.
To
Well,
be isolated on a ship for so long, it's not something I'm used to. But what about you? Do you enjoy the ship?
I do not enjoy the ship. I want to be free and I want to walk around. I want to buy books and then I'm going to read them.
If you had more books for the ship ride, would it be better? If you were to buy some to take with you on the journey that we have?
Probably. But first we need to find ourselves some snuff powder.
What is snuff powder?
I'll show you some snuff powder. And then I'll run and find some snuff powder.
welcome to Ulao, darlings! I must stay on the boat!
Oh, yeah. Why don't you,
Is
Well,
there
I-
anything that you need us to pick up in the meantime?
Well, let's see. I usually go down, but it's always so annoying to have to hide myself like a street urchin amongst the different tapestries and clothes and silks. I must hide and whisk my way through the streets. But if you would like to go for me, I would be very, very appreciative.
What do you need?
why don't you just disguise yourself?
I don't really have the means to buy any more clothing to do that. All the money that I have really goes to our food.
I'm gonna take his clothes, turn them inside out, take some of Schmitty's vines and wrap them around like a scarf.
Well, this works. Great.
Let's just go.
Do I look okay?
I think you look great.
You look quite wet, quite ravish.
Thank you very much, darling.
You're gonna get slammed.
He kind of
Rule 34.
opens his...
Tales and Taverns, Rule 34.
No! He kind of opens his side of the hatch as the ramp
Like,
onto the sea. And it looks like there's a lot of... Think of like the sidewalk of where cars park in like a neighborhood. It's like that, but with ships. It looks like there's no actual docking station. It's just first come, first serve.
Oh, okay.
Do they have to parallel park then?
Well, you can't go backwards in the ship, so you have to just do the best
You
you
gotta
can.
just go.
As long as you're able to get
Drift
your
into it,
ramp,
just-
as long as the ramp is able to strike into the sand, you're technically okay. So he hoists the anchor down. Maybe we should leave Schmitty on the ship because that is scary to a lot of people.
I agree with that statement. We
He
should
can
leave
stay
him
in the
here.
hatch and he can hang out and look out the porthole if he's feeling a little curious.
Delve more into the mysteries of himself and the ocean.
A very astute gentleman he seems to be.
Alright, Smitty. If anyone other than us comes here,
Kill them.
Well, okay, just tie the, just knock him out. Exactly. Alright, bye, buddy.
He gives him the gold.
He literally just like, he saw what you guys were doing earlier. He's picking up on movements you guys are making. But instead of cranking open the hatch, he grabs the hatch and just rips it open.
We can fix that.
Okay.
You can fix that,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, it's fine. As he just kind of picks it up and just rips it out, and then just puts it over his head as he goes back down into the hatch. And it's just lying broken. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. We love him. We love him. Come on, I'll show you the best spots in town. Maybe I should change how I sound as well. Hello. I am the captain. No, that's not good. Hello. No, not that either. Give me something I could sound like.
I'm gonna punch him in the gut so he sounds like. Say something right now.
Xavier Zachus. Oh, I kind of like that.
You're gonna sound a
Xavier
bit.
Zachus.
There you go.
Xavier Zachus. Xavier Zachus.
You just sucker punch him.
Okay. Oh.
Well, I have little baby ravioli fists, so it's probably not that bad. I just need
Let's
to
try.
I'm not. Oh God, please.
punch a hole through him.
Oh! All right, I will sound like this. Xavier Zachus, at your service. Maybe I just shouldn't talk.
Yeah.
Come.
Or just whisper to us.
Okay.
Can't you speak?
Can't
with
you? Yeah,
people in
don't you
your
have mind link?
Yes.
Perhaps that would be the best way to communicate with him, so no one would recognize his voice.
Yeah, you don't have to like punch him. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still fun.
My baby fist.
Let's do it again. Alright, let's go.
More water.
Excuse me.
We'll
As you-
follow after you.
Yeah, as you head down, you see Frog kind of leads ahead, his little more savage kind of behavior, trying to find some snuff powder.
It's pretty primal when I don't.
I don't know what this powder is.
Nor do I.
Can I just be walking on all fours?
Yeah. You see a lot of different type of people here. Through the crowds, you see humans, you see elves. There's a group of elves of different colors. One's very pale, one is just kind of like orange, yellowish, and one of them is a light blue. But they have the elf ears. And they all seem to be talking and kind of handing like little bags to each other and stuff like that. You walk by a group of these very muscly but still fish-like people. They're about a little bit shorter than you, maybe like 7.5, 8 feet tall. But they're this green rubbery skin that is just rippling with muscles, and you can see whatever veins they have are popping out of their arms. You see they have these kind of sharp piranha-looking mouths with these snub, almost dog-like noses, and these fins that come out of their head, and they're wearing these purple slates of armor. From you can notice they are part of the Queen's Royal Guard. But they're walking around this smaller city. There's about 3 of them.
Okay.
As they kind of step past,
So is this snuff
and they
powder
all
something
3 of them
mushrooms?
look at your group,
No, it's just
and they stop.
it's just something I crave and I'm dealing with.
As you guys keep walking, they kind of stop and they
Once I
turn
go
around and
feral,
they look.
after a little bit of time not being around people,
And you kind of, with your peripheral vision, you see as you keep
Now I'm
walking, they're
alright.
still staring at you.
Yeah.
Like they see something.
I'm gonna speak to Xavier, their mind link, and just tell him that there's some royal guards behind us and looking at us, and try to hide yourself. He can speak back to me as well. I mean,
Okay, that's very scary.
you'll be fine.
He takes the kind of collar of his coat and he puts it up, just kind of blocking the back of his face. He takes the vines and he kind of puts them more over his mouth. And he kind of goes to this local vendor and opens one of their jar containers when they're not looking and takes some kind of jam and just under his eyes.
So if you touch a water genasi, do you become wet?
You only want me to find out?
Can I touch his hair?
His hair?
Wait, we shook his hand at the beginning.
Can I
for venom.
Can I, real quick, can I morph into a really decrepit-looking horse and have him ride me?
I'm sorry, I made me laugh.
Can he ride? Can he like? I want to turn into because he looks sick. That was kind of like what I was going for.
Yeah.
He looks
a
like
hobo.
a sick homeless person. So can I turn into a horse that looks equally as sick and walk on it? And do I understand when I'm a horse?
Yeah, you just can't speak back.
Right.
Oh, you understand what's going on. You just can't.
He just comes around.
I'm gonna. I walked Ryak how this works. Back on the ship, because I explained to the entire group how my powers work, and so when I'm basically, so I'm gonna turn into a horse so that he can look a little more elevated, but he's just gonna look like a sick person. But I'll be able to tell what's going on, even though I'm a horse.
You don't feel like that would draw more attention than to just walk in a street of people, but to ride a horse through a street of people.
Yeah, but then wouldn't he look like really important?
Do you want to draw attention
It's
to
gonna draw
us?
more attention. Yeah. Draw more attention if it looks important.
Is he sticking out,
I mean,
or are there other bubs around?
there's a couple, but all of them are on the street shaking tins, asking for change, having their hats, asking for change.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't look too off, but those guards are still staring.
Let's kill him.
Yeah, never mind. I just want to turn into an animal.
Go for it.
I just want to be a horse and make noises.
To be a bird, scout out the village.
Not be a horse.
I can't. I don't have a flying speed yet.
We can't fly as a bird.
No, I'm not high enough for druid
He has to
level.
be a higher level.
Really? Oh.
Become a horse.
Become a horse.
Become a horse.
Become a
Become
horse.
ghost.
Yeah, I'm gonna become a goat.
Wait, there's gonna be a goat in the middle of a village.
Doesn't he like morph? And are you gonna go off to the side, dude? So he's gonna like, oh,
Yeah,
you're just walking in the
He
middle
becomes
of the
a
crowd.
I'm gonna be walking and then I'm
You see one woman grabs her child by the head and goes, "Oh my god!" Oh, and she runs away with the kid.
The royal guards are looking
she's
at us.
going
We're just
to-
like really.
One of the
suspicious.
vendors kind of just this very strange looking, looks like a swan as a humanoid.
oh.
Just kind of.
One eye is not even in the direction of the other eyes.
Ooh.
Nah.
I think I understand.
How tall
He,
is
he,
he
I
now?
think I understand. He grabs this kind of palm tree kind of stick from the ground, and he grabs it and he kind of bends the top so it's not stabbing up and makes it more grabbable, and he just kind of starts to hobble on it. This is Xavier.
I'll walk next to him.
He's gonna put his hand in kind of there, goatee.
I'll look at Ryak.
We just get the stupid fucking guys.
I
You
understand.
see, this group of kind of muscular, at least wide-chested half orcs kind of come up, and they start kind of maybe 4 or 5 actually start to encamp around you, and they start to laugh.
Do you have a problem?
What you got here? Excuse me, we don't mean any harm. We're just going through to find medicine. Oh, we can give you some medicine.
I shit on his shoe.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should keep your little animal to himself now, shouldn't you?
Walk over to him. We'll mind our business if you mind yours.
What is happening?
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Actually,
Can I give him the help action by barbling at them?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can my eyes light up with like druidic like?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, intimidation.
Come on, man.
5 to 20.
Oh, sorry, sir. We didn't realize how absolutely daunting you are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's-
Surely. They all just kind of come together, and one of them is staring at you. Just, I think that thing is full of some satanic magic. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're all freaks.
I just mean like just like Jesus, basically.
David and Goliath. It's a little joke here.
And a goat.
And Beelzebub. As you walk through, you finally are looking around, and you finally see this vendor that would have possibly snuff powder for you. It's this very old human woman. Her hair kind of back in a silver bun, and these.
She thick?
She's old and like anorexic looking, like skinny.
If there's a hole, there's a goal.
No, dude, no, man, no, Crit.
Thank you all for having me.
Crit.
I had a nice.
No, Crit.
You know this is on the internet, right?
No.
Forever.
Yes, that's true, isn't it?
No, Crit.
Unfortunate.
I'll walk up to her as a goat.
Oh, hello,
Ah.
Hello,
I'll hold up my paw and go.
I'll just wait
Then I'll
outside.
hold out my hoof.
She kind of goes down to the bottom of her counter and starts to search, pulling out little pouches and vials of different elixirs and different powders and different some kinds of extraneous usage items. Putting them on the counter. Anything here suit your fancy, Mr. Goat?
I'll point to the snuff powder. I want to have a bag, and then if I ever need to, I want to be able to plant it on someone. I want it to be small enough so a mouse can carry it.
You want this powder? You want snuff powder? Make a persuasion check.
Do I have to look up the charisma of a goat?
Is it charisma or is it just intelligence and wisdom that are affected?
Persuasion?
It's everything that's affected. Your stats become better.
Yeah, so you look up the goat stats for me.
Goat 5e.
It is literally.
Oh my gosh.
Goat 5.
Good roll.
13.
13?
My. Please tell me he passed.
I mean...
She must be under some intimidation effect by this goat.
Oh dang! Its ram ability is better than my
fact that...
shooting my bow and arrow.
Oh no, I forgot because Defender wins. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Well, I'm going to need some kind of someone who can vouch for you, because I don't think you have money. You are a goat. And
I'm outside.
the fact that you can even motion to such objects alone is...
Wait, just go outside and just ask
Maybe
for
they
money.
are right. Maybe my dementia is getting to me.
Just go
I'll just stand up
outside.
on two legs and just go. And then I'll turn back into Frank.
Okay. You... my God. Yeah, I thought it was... Oh my goodness.
No, you're not going crazy. I just need some stuff powder.
Oh, sir, certainly.
Just practicing some magic.
Yes. How much would you like? Oh my goodness.
Small enough so that a mouse can carry it.
Oh, so not a lot at all.
No.
She kind of goes into the pouch and she grabs a very small little kind of piece of some skin, some hide of some creature, and she takes out this she takes out this big roll of it, and she just takes out a little scalpel-like knife and cuts pieces out and starts tying it together. Kind of pinches it open, takes her little spoon, puts it in, and it's about the size of a mouse's backside, the rump of the mouse. So the mouse could carry it.
Is it like a fanny pack?
For a mouse. Yeah, but it's completely made of some kind of hide with some twine, and she just kind of takes it, she pulls it. There you go.
Oh, thank you. How much is this?
Just 5 silver, please.
Oh, all right.
Thank you very much. It's a pretty funny trick there. I thought I was going. I thought my Louis body's got me
No, I just
mad.
pulled a funny one on you.
Anything else I can help you with?
I mean, if you had anything that could help me in water, breathe water, walk on water, anything.
It wouldn't be me.
Ah, that's alright.
Apologies. I'm sure there's someone here at Ulau who sells it. We do a lot of. You're not here. Sorry. I wanna look at you.
How dare you look at me?
We do a lot of merchant selling and trading out here. So I'm sure there's someone who will have
Please
it.
tell me that's another different one entirely.
You gotta have it.
Well, good day to you, sir.
Okay, well, bye.
Thank you very much for your business.
Of course. Okay, I got it.
As you're kind of standing outside looking around, Ryak, something catches your attention.
All right.
It is this statue of Kosa. However, it has these candles all around it are currently being lit, and smack him with the these candles that are being lit all around it, almost like an altar. And there are 3 dudes that are kind of going down and worshiping and praying to it, while everyone else is looking around like this is blasphemous.
I'll head over to the statue then. I'll pay my respects.
I go over and destroy the statue.
I don't like this guy. I like this guy. It's like Buddha over here.
I like Tayo.
I'll go up and I'll ask, I guess, one of the people who are worshipping.
Okay.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yes, there's 3 of
Are
them.
they in a line? or-
There's 2 humans and this very kind of like obese elephant person.
I'm going to speak to the obese elephant person.
Okay. You scared me.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I was just worshiping my god.
I see. Who built this here?
I'm not sure, but seeing it here in Lympha is strange to say the least.
Yes, of all places. I do wonder why I'd be here.
Are you here to shun me for worshipping Kosoth as well?
Of course not. He is the one I served.
Oh, thank God. You know, I am usually being kicked or spit on by people who worship Estitia, saying, you shouldn't be worshipping Kosoth if you are to be in Lympha. And I say, what does it matter? We are all created equal, and we all serve those that we feel most closely resemble our beliefs. Right?
Yes, I believe that entirely. But why here? Or why do you live here, of all places? You could have lived where more people support Kosoth.
Yes, well, it wasn't my choice to live here. You see, I was born here, and my parents worship Estitia.
Mm-hmm.
But I never found her to have the beliefs and the morals that Kosoth does. Estitia is much more laid back. And I believe Kosoth, his fiery passion and resolve, is something I want to follow.
As do I.
Indeed. But I do not have enough money. I do not have enough money to travel all the way to Batilis. I would love to, but also I wouldn't know how it would fare in the weather there. My family is originally from Dune. I don't know if you know what that is.
Do I?
It's
I think
the
I should know
neighboring
the
sub-region
area.
to Batilis. It's the region of sand
Okay, then yes.
and dunes and such. My family's originally from Dune, and they did worship the goddess there,
Mm-hmm.
Sashamath, but after finding Estitia, they were more interested in her. Something about the water spoke more to them.
I see.
So they moved out of there, and I was born. And from then on, they worshipped Estitia, and I spent my childhood worshipping her until about the age of 19, where I decided Kosoth more closely resembles what I believe. They didn't like that, and they sent me to go find myself. thinking that I will stop worshipping Kosoth and come back to their goddess. But it only made me closer to him.
I'm glad to hear that.
Indeed. So now I spread the word of Kosoth wherever I go. And he pulls out his little amulet. I carved this myself. It's this wood carving of a flame with a kind of double-edged sword in the middle. And I have been able to reach him through communication twice, which is a great feat. And he's given me his powers to be able to spread the word of him to other places.
That is truly amazing.
Thank you.
I didn't expect to find anything like that here at all.
You know, neither do a lot of other people, but the difference is that they don't accept it. So thank you for showing me that there is light in the world. And for those people who do worship Astitia, I never go to them and say, oh, why do you worship her? It's not my
To
business.
each their own.
So why do other people care who I worship? It is not right. But he is more important to me than what they think. And my friends here agree. You see the two human men kind of finishing their prayers. They get up and they go, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm Tal. And then it goes, I'm Din. Sorry, I'm left-handed, I'm right-handed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you imagine I'm a left-handed Kosal supporter. The amount of blasphemy I get is ridiculous.
And what was your name? I say to the obese elephant man.
Kalar. K-A-L-A-R.
Cool. Sorry, I shouldn't say. I say wonderful to hear.
To the obese elephant.
Cool. Thank you. And then
Certainly.
I'll pay my respects. And I'll head back to where they are.
You see, they kind of turn back around and he takes his huge trunk and blows all the candles out in one huge just gust of air. And they all pet the statue and walk off.
Cool.
As you step back. You don't see anything about Tyr about Tyr here. As
Suck a cock.
it's not popular for anybody to worship someone who's not part of the core four.
So it doesn't even.
Or the minor four.
Exists.
Get up on a box and start preaching about it. I'm kidding. You get us kicked out.
That you might.
This is coming from the guy who turned into a fucking goat. You will get us kicked out.
I
The
think
ram can do
I
more
think
damage than
it's
I can.
good if
How
we
much
go
is it?
and start searching
24
for
plus 5.
food.
That's a pretty.
So we can
big
get out of
find.
here.
Right. Well, I have to be running 10 feet before I
But still, that's a pretty.
I don't like the way that those gods looked at us.
To do.
Just get out of here as quick as possible.
Indeed.
And then I can turn into like a dire goat. Higher levels.
That's cool.
All right, gentlemen. Time to search for food. Fast.
Yes, indeed.
As you all start searching, make investigation checks for
Um,
whatever food you want to eat.
I'm gonna give you a D4. Cast guidance.
Gosh, thank you.
I'm going to read it.
Oh, investigation?
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to.
You, you find a prostitute.
7.
Investigation.
Plus your investigation.
22.
8.
9.
What food are you looking for? That you would like to eat on a travel like this? Something that Ryak would be okay eating multiple times a day.
Oh my god, I never thought about
Okay, and then for you two as well.
Okay.
Got a natural one.
Yeah, but what kind of food would Xandir and Frank be searching for?
I'm looking for potatoes, to be honest with you.
I was going to find out. I was going to say that.
And, well, I know how to cook, because I'm a stay-at-home father.
I'd like to go and look for some drinks, I guess. Some coffee or tea of some sort.
Coffee.
Do they have coffee? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Or just tea?
Well, they have coffee.
I'd like to look for coffee and tea.
If I have Starbucks next to there.
I'm looking
Because
for
they have coffee beans that would be
Yeah.
pressed and made into beverage.
potatoes, hash browns, and meat for this one.
Okay. Well, the 22, you easily find a... it seems like right now there is some sort of farmer's market going on the other side of Ulau, wherever the fresh food be made. And as you guys kind of enter from the goods and merchandise area into the food area, you're greeted by a lot more trees and a lot more,
Let's go trees.
a lot more, I guess, athletic-looking folk.
Okay.
People who look a little bit more fit than the other people in the merchandise area. You hear people kind of calling out, "Hey, get your fresh drinks here, fresh drinks. Juices, smoothies, and more. Fresh drinks. Sir, how would you like a freshly brewed beverage?
What type?
Anything you want. We have various fruits from the trees here in Lympha. Or we can do a coffee.
Sure. Coffee.
You like a coffee?
Sure, or any tea or anything like that. I'll take.
Sure. How much?
Like a triple shot espresso with extra cream.
What?
What?
I would like to take some for a few weeks of travel.
Oh,
I was wondering how much that would be.
that's a lot of brewing.
Or do you have any, I guess, sleeves or coffee grounds that I could use myself?
I have some. You know what? I'll tell you what. I like you, sir. You're very interesting to me. How about I give you some of my reservoir in the back for a little bit of coin?
Sure, how much?
I can do.
Or how much do you have in the first place?
I can do about 19 gold, and I will give you 12 large vats of coffee, 12 large vats of apple juice, orange juice, and plantain juice.
Oh, well, I don't need that much. How much for a vat of coffee?
1 vat of coffee?
Yes.
I can go away with 10 silver.
Sure, I'll take 2. Can I have 2 of those?
Sure. 20 silver. And he kind of goes to the back and grabs this large kind of makeshift metal container and kind of comes out.
That should be good enough.
It's a cold brew, which means you brew it when it's cold. Come on, put it outside. By the way, this person is a very strange, very skinny looking man. His ears aren't quite elf, but they're still too pointy to be a human. And he has this slicked back black hair.
Is he a half elf?
Is he undead?
No, he's a half elf. Slicked back hair, 1 green and 1 blue eye. And you see that he's extremely skinny to the point where even like the clothes that he's wearing look a little baggy on him. And they look to be very skinny clothes. His arms are...
All he does is drink. That's his only source of substance.
His arms are pencil thin, but he's able to carry the big vat over with surprising strength. As he kind of... He takes the silver from you. Cring! Kind of
Thank you.
takes out this little box and just sprinkles it in. Great! Is that all?
Yes, that is all for me. Thank you.
All right. He kind of just sits back in the chair and he goes, Drinks! Drinks for sale! Any drinks you want? I got drinks!
Well, I've got my drinks. Do you want to go and buy some food and other stuff as well? Were you able to find anything?
Oh, with you find this,
I'm just holding a pig.
this kind of
I suppose.
Oh, is that for Smitty?
Thank you, man.
His just his whole head.
Just
Just
Spanish.
unhinges his
Gracias,
jaw.
mi amor. Yeah, Zanlier, you can't find jack shit. You're looking out, and you're to the point where, like,
Kidnap a woman.
you're so picky right now. Like, nothing looks good to you.
I just want potato.
And you don't even want to get anything. And even, like, potatoes, you're like, where am I going to find potatoes at?
These guys don't even know about tire, so who gives a
You're tired.
Fire.
You kind of waddle over, Frank, you waddle over to this larger, more jovial-looking woman. She seems to have these 2 large horns that stick out of her head and go forward. And she has this very pinkish red skin. Her eyes are yellow with no real discernible pupils.
Is she a human?
No, she does not look human whatsoever. Stupid question
No,
to
she's
ever.
a tiefling. Okay.
I don't know why you asked me that question. Wasting my goddamn. All right. She goes,
Leo.
hello.
Hello.
What can I get for you today?
I need hash browns, potatoes, and meats.
Ah, wonderful. Yes, I can get all of that for you. She kind of turns around and she's thick, but in less of a thick with 2 C's and more of a thick with a CK.
That's
She's just
fine.
got like a wider like mom bod kind of.
It's alright. My wife is pretty thick.
Hey,
2 C's
nothing
are fine.
wrong, baby. Nothing.
There's more to
wrong
love.
with
Let me.
that.
Let me.
Come on, give me that. You know,
Anyways,
Anyway,
can I flirt with her?
sure. She kind of goes behind. She has.
Need
This,
some dick. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
well,
Well,
mommy, I'm
say
sorry.
so.
Mommy,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Mother, apologies.
Parental figure. I'm sorry.
My condolences.
My condolences, my concern.
You see, she turns around and kind of coming out of whatever purple like skirt she's wearing is this long, pinkish red tail that comes out of the back of the skirt. As she kind of turns around, she starts just grabbing a bunch of things. She has lots of shawls kind of over her, whites and yellows and silvers, kind of a lot of them all over her body, and her horns have a few like rings and baubles hanging off of them. And what you know about tieflings, which is strange because you've never seen a tiefling Elementus before.
Huh.
Like never. You've read about them from the
Yeah.
material plane standpoint. But
Huh.
I thought you said that like demons and undead couldn't exist in this.
exactly, I did say that.
So, how are you here?
I'm sorry.
I've never seen a tiefling before.
Really? Makes much sense if you've never been to the material plane.
You're from the material plane?
Yes, I come from Dayhaven, which is the world outside of this world. And you see, I have made my way. There was a very kind man who left a gift for us, which is this Elementus. He left this gift for us to live in a world where things aren't so bad as the regular world we lived in.
What's going on out there?
It's just lots of corruption. People don't accept other people. Monsters run amok. Kings are more willing to do things for money than their own people. It's sad, really, but it's why that man, all those years ago, made this world for us to live in. And as a young girl, I always wanted to go here, but now that I was a woman, I could finally travel into the book and become one
Are
of
we
the
with
many.
him?
I'd say he is. You just kind of finishing up buying.
Interesting.
Yes, so I believe I am one of the only ones of my kind to live here, because I come from the actual material plane itself, not born in Elementus. As she kind of starts pushing baskets of different food, you have potatoes and leeks and different kinds of carrots and vegetables in one. Another one you have apples and oranges, bananas, and the final one has different slabs of types of meat and stuff like that. Wings and drumsticks, prime ribs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll just buy a lot.
So for everything, let me give you a good old think. For the meats, very nice, very prime curated meats. We're looking for this whole basket about 3 gold. And then when we're going in terms of the fruits, basket of fruit, not much. It's very easy to pick. I give you for about 15 gold for the basket. 15 silver, I apologize, not gold. Jesus Christ have mercy.
It's more expensive
Like,
than
this
me.
thing better cure cancer. It's 15 gold. My God.
My apologies, I'm very stupid. And then for this vegetables,
Sick.
it'll be a little bit more, so we'll do
Dummy
8,
thick.
because it's harder to find. We'll do 18 silver. So 18, so that'll be 18 and 15, that is 33 silver and 3 gold pieces.
How about this? How about I just buy all of them for 30 silver and 3 gold?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Because...
Wait, I'm trying to reduce the
Oh!
price
Oh, my bad.
by
I
3
apologize.
silver if I take everything.
Oh. Make a persuasion check.
Bro, I'm gonna hit him with a motherfucking.
I'm sorry, I thought you were...
Okay. I got 8.
Can I help him?
No need.
Oh,
Okay.
you got a nacho one.
No. But lower.
Really?
For you, sure.
Can't do the and
Sure. What's the face that they make in the with the tongue?
Oh no.
That one, yeah.
That's gonna be on the internet forever.
Yeah.
Nobody screenshot that.
Count it.
Your children are gonna see this.
Your
All-
children. Your
all
children
7 of
see
them
this,
that I
trust
cr-
I barely did it. I didn't do it that much.
Did it.
me. Yeah.
Stop! 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 It's coming out of my mouth. She takes the money. Bing, bing, bing. We can make that work. She pushes everything forward. For you,
But for you, my friend.
free. Anything else?
Do you have anything else?
Huh?
Do you have anything else?
A lot of things. Everything he bought, and then some.
Okay.
Do you know where I can find an enchanter's shop?
I will be back in the first district of Ulau. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there is a man, Melusian. He should be able to help you enchant things.
Do you know if he buys and sells? Or like trades or anything?
I'm not sure. I've never been to him before. No need. But I've heard of him doing great magical things.
Where's Xavier at?
He's just kind of hanging out with you guys, not talking too much, not to give himself away.
So we keep a nice eye on him. She doesn't, die.
You look very hungry, my friend.
I'm okay.
Eat this dip.
Okay.
You look very hungry. How much you eat?
Care for some cake? As I almost said, as she sits on you. I don't know what I almost said.
Yeah.
I almost about to say that.
That's by Snoo Snoo. I think that's how one of my friends coined it before.
By what?
Snoo Snoo.
Snoo snoo?
Yes, being crushed between a woman's.
That is a wonderful way to die.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you kind of get the food and drink that you need, and you kind of leave the hustle and bustle of the city, going by some interesting looking folks. There is a group of, it's strange, there's a group of like owl lookers. They look like owls, but they're humanoid. And you hear them just kind of speaking to each other in
Who?
some language.
Who?
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 Who? Who?
Who? What the fuck?
Who?
Who?
Who the fuck?
Who asked?
You see one of them kind of has this wide circular face with their feathers. Another
Fat
one's
face.
another one has like these two. They look like horns, but they're just feathers.
Huh.
They're just kind of talking amongst each other. They have like these robes and garbs on. You walk past them and go to the first district. Are you searching for the enchanter?
I am too.
Yeah.
So one of you can make investigation with advantage, or both can make investigation.
I mean,
Who is your investigation?
Have
I'm probably
Up to
better
you.
than it.
Have you
than
finished
you
it?
are.
I mean, I'm just gonna go back
It's like
with them.
Okay.
+5 though.
Investigation?
No, I'm joking.
As Xavier.
I'll help
pops.
you.
Mine's a +4.
Okay, you can do it.
We should probably hurry up.
Don't lie to me.
I think so.
I'm getting uncomfortable. I saw some guards staring at us a while back.
15.
Okay.
15.
Perhaps we can head back to the ship and leave them to their own business.
Okay. Well, I am also interested. Maybe if this is the last thing we do.
Yeah, sure.
I'm interested in
You get ambushed.
Yes. Let's try and be quick and hurry our way up.
Alright. I'll just get on all fours and start sprinting.
I'm gonna fly.
With a 15? With a 15, you said? Bless you.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Oh, that was not real.
No, it's not.
I know
No,
you.
it's
Dang.
fake.
I know you too well.
Phony.
I know you too well.
Man, you're inside.
I've been inside you.
I'm inside of you.
You just rolled really low on your deception.
I just-
Wow.
What is that?
3.
3.
Even this was higher than the other two combined.
It's actually not higher, it's the
Oh,
same.
it's the same.
you
Sorry.
slut.
New English.
Good thing you're an English major.
So you kind of waltz around looking, running past, as your eye catches the inside of a certain small
What'd you
shack.
say?
and you see this glowing orb within as you slowly run by and stop yourself in your tracks in the sand. You kind of get up and dust yourself off and knock.
Shiny ball.
So are you looking to buy an enchanted item? Because if you're gonna have him enchant something, it'll take a while.
That's what I'm thinking. If it takes a while, then I'll probably just try to buy an enchanted bow or something.
Enchanted.
Hello.
The word for that.
The door opens,
It's a
but
great sword.
there's no
It's
one
like
there.
50 gold.
The door opens with no one behind the door to open it.
Hello. I'll wander in.
Hello. You see, on a small table there are 2 chairs on one side, 1 chair on the other side, and in that 1 chair on the other side, out of nowhere, just a humanoid form begins to form into existence. Just, and so you see this. It's very, very weird. It's this. It looks like a lion, but donned in full wizard garb. As he sits there. Welcome.
Hello. I need. How long would it take you to enchant a bow and arrow?
Well, how big is this bow, and what enchantment are we talking about?
I want to make it so it does more damage.
More damage.
So it hurts more.
Okay.
Power 1.
Probably I could finish it in about 3 days.
Do you sell enchanted weaponry?
I have 1 bow left.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a bow of frost. So you shoot the arrow, and it basically kind of coalesces with ice around the arrow as it shoots. But if it's ever to go into a climate of over 90 degrees, it immediately melts.
How much is it?
I could part with about 50 gold. Because you're not buying arrows, you're buying a bow that can shoot any type of arrow and add an ice on top of it.
What damage does it do?
You're
or
not
like-
sure.
He's like, oh, it does
Does it do extra damage or does it just slow down?
Well, it
enemies?
hurts more, and it seems to freeze whatever it hits. So if it's going into a bloodstream of some creature, I mean, it's gonna freeze that sucking blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah? Awesome.
yeah.
He goes onto his shelf and he kind of he puts his hand on there and he wiggles his fingers around as you see more of that coalescing magic.
I'll hand him 50 gold.
You slap. Pleasure doing business with you.
You too.
Are you selling any magical items?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
We don't have
How
the
are
code
you?
for this.
I'm good.
Yes, I am. What are you looking for?
Anything really.
I have a lot. I need more specific than that.
Oh, really good.
Anything? I could give you a magical cum sock.
Really? Oh,
Well, no, I'm not. I'm being
oh okay.
dramatic.
Oh, well, I would buy that probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can smack some
Yeah.
head with it. Pop them out.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it was used. I said it might have been freshly used, which means it's still wet and floppy.
So it's just.
So it just kind of is full of someone's
Is it yours?
usage. No, it's not mine. It's
what
not
you
mine.
were?
No, it's
Is
not
that what
mine.
you were between-
No, no, it's not mine.
They source it directly from the top.
Yeah, it's called. It's the nobility. They like to put into like a reservoir, make socks out of it.
Okay.
It's not a sock full of it. It's a sock made of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the music. It's just us talking about a gum sock. Alright, you got any rings?
Rings?
Rings,
Yeah, we
yeah.
have rings. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding about the sock. We don't carry that. That's weird.
Really?
No, we don't have
Oh,
that.
I'd wear that.
No, we don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what kind of rings are you looking for?
He's about to get arrested, by the way. We gotta go.
You guys go. I'm just staying here.
And well, no, I want to see this, but
Okay.
I'll take.
What kind of
take
ring?
Xavier back.
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of rings are you looking for?
Maybe my armor. Maybe like make it more powerful or.
So a ring to add a kind of defensive state to yourself.
defensive State, yeah.
Let me roll my d20 and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
He kind of goes to a shelf and he moves his fingers again. Brim, brim, brim. And you see he kind of grabs this one little ring off of there, and he just kind of looks at it a little bit. It's this like obsidian stone into this silver-looking ring. He goes, "You put this on, and if you mutter the special word, it'll give you a obsidian coating around your body, which ups your defense by quite a bit."
How much are you willing to sell it for?
Well, obsidian is one of the hardest stones known to man, and getting that as a help to you, it's gonna put you back some money.
Okay.
I'll probably be looking at about 1,100 gold.
Yeah, I have that. Anything else? Like anything else that might not be as hard as obsidian, or like I'm just looking for like a little bit of defense, nothing too.
Oh,
crazy.
okay. Well, I don't have a ring, but I do have a gem you can place within. It'll kind of place itself and attach to the armor,
Okay.
and kind of buff you up, make your armor more constitution based.
Oh, so instead of your dex, it'd be Constitution.
I use strength, not dexterity.
No, for armor class, it makes
Armor class.
makes whatever armor you're wearing harder.
You know how like it's normally 10 plus your dex plus whatever armor you're wearing? It would be 10 plus your Constitution plus whatever armor.
That's good.
So he kind of puts his
What
he
is
puts,
it- what's
puts
how
the
you-
ring back,
He is incredibly high in wisdom and
puts the ring back,
charisma.
puts his hand
He's
over
a
here,
cleric.
wiggles his little
Did he do
fingies,
charisma? I didn't
No.
and he takes out this gem, and you see it's this kind of this turquoise gem with a couple of pieces of like the same color gem rotating around it like they're orbiting, and it's actually moving in his hand. This, let me tell you about this. This right here is gonna make you whatever you're wearing more strong, more durable.
For
So
constitution.
in our terms, it's gonna give you a +1 to your AC. But it has to attach itself to the armor.
You said something about constitution though.
Hmm?
Did
No,
you
he just said it more constitution.
say- Okay, it's like more.
Yeah,
How-
not an actual like physical constitution in the game.
I'm sorry.
Ups your AC by 1 though. However, with the hardness of it, it will weigh you down a bit.
How much?
You just take a -1 to your dex score, but a +1 to your armor class.
Okay. Now I'm talking about the gold, the chin.
Oh, how much money?
Yes.
I see what you're saying. For this and the penalty that it brings, I could probably go with 130 gold.
That's fair.
It's not bad, right?
No.
Not at all.
Oh, you're not even here. Sorry. This.
I'm just saying that's pretty fair, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Do you have any weapons or anything like for battle, or just sell like the last thing to that guy over there?
No.
Sure. Let's see what I have.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. I'm over here.
What kind of weapons do you use?
I like warhammers. You can use shields, warhammer shields, warhammers, shields.
Well,
Take a rapier.
let me see what I have for you.
Anything really.
Puts his hand up and now you actually look at his eyes when he's doing it this time, and you see his eyes are rolling back in his head and they're shining a kind of light, dull blue glow. Whoa! That's crazy, bro! As he grabs something off the shelf. And you see it's this... It's a warhammer, but it's a kind of a single hand hammer. Both sides are
Nice.
squared and blocky, like cubes.
Block.
Minecraft.
And they're kind of like, they're not straight, they're kind of tilted. So it looks like a diamond shape.
Okay.
And you see on the top is this yellow swirling gem. But it's like, the gem itself is like a swirl. So it's not a solid piece, it's a swirl gem on the top. We like to call this in the Arcane Academy the roundabout hammer.
The roundabout hammer?
Yeah. You hit someone with this, and they can't handle it, they take their entire turn spinning round and round and round and round and round.
That
They
is one of the
can't help
greatest things I've ever heard in my life.
Thanks. It's homebrew, babe.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just
They
made
have
it.
to spin their entire turn.
Yeah, if they fail their Constitution save, they just spin for the entire turn,
Okay.
which gives them disadvantage on everything and could possibly make them motion sick if
That's
they're not.
so cartoony. I
How much
love
you really
that.
sell it for?
This one, I hate it.
You hate it?
So honestly, just take it for 20 gold and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like you ask for stuff. Is that why?
Yeah, get the fuck out of my store.
Sorry.
Take this.
Yeah, how much
Take this.
out of character?
He has
Is that
one.
someone else?
He has one line.
Take this.
Do I know how much damage it does?
It's just a hammer, but spins people around.
So it's a 1d8, you'd say?
Yeah, but it just spins people around.
Okay, I'm willing to take that for 20 gold.
Yeah.
But I'm
Take
willing
this.
to sell my warhammer that I have
Oh,
currently.
okay.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty religious. It's pretty cool.
He misses all the time with it.
And,
Religious.
it's-
Religious?
Yeah, and it's like really powerful. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
And
it's something I can enchant for somebody.
sure.
Okay. I'll take it off your hands for how much you looking for?
I'd say maybe 5.
5 gold?
What?
Jesus Christ. You need a.
Up the price? Should we sell it for 5 gold? It's been used. It's like a condom.
Sold.
Fine, 5 gold. And then I'll see my lights.
You actually sold it? You actually bought it?
That's about how much it's worth.
That's 5 gold's not bad.
No, I guess not. That's funny
It's
though.
about how much it's worth in the book.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm willing to sell my light crossbow.
I just can't believe you said more.
20 bolts with it. How about that?
Dude, literally,
Oh, well, he was
I
looking for
kept my bow. I didn't
a
even
bow
trade my bow because
earlier.
once this thing is gone,
It's not
I'll have
changed,
something.
it's just a-
Oh,
His
Like
main
crossbow.
Gotcha.
weapon is meant to spin people around.
What?
That's your main
No,
weapon.
just like your
You
weapon that
stupid
you've had, you trained with for years, devoting your time as a cleric. The one that you use.
It makes
this
people
whole
go round.
time.
Yeah, take this.
And then
Take
you
this.
trade it away. Your weapon that represents you and your connection with your
No,
god.
it doesn't.
And you just like,
Take this.
It has nothing to do with it.
and you just throw it away.
No, I
and
didn't
it's
throw it
just-
away.
For 5 gold.
Like,
You.
I thought
doesn't
you just have. I thought you'd have more
You
personal
s-
attachment.
I
to it.
don't. My
to
armor
be
is
fair-
not my hammer.
To be fair, it's whatever's on his
Exactly.
armor. and
That's
his
my
neck.
armor. My
Is the
armor is what it
connection.
is.
Oh, okay.
If I
just
sold my
thought,
armor-
like to me, I'd be attached
war-
to my
no.
sword. Like,
My
really
warhammer is
attached to my
useless.
sword.
I don't
would
care
hate
about that thing. It's probably bloody and.
I mean, think about the
Used.
background he comes from. He comes from a more bounty hunting,
it. Okay.
pirating, sailing background.
background.
Yeah.
In the player's handbook, my background said "stupid idiot," so I follow that.
Okay, I sold that. Sold my light crossbow. I
Okay,
like
how much?
bolts.
How much you want for that?
Let's say 8, including the bolts.
With the bolt included.
Yes, 20 bolts.
Don't
20
you
bolts.
think you should
20
keep
bolts.
that?
No, I don't. I haven't used this whole campaign, and I have ranged spells. There's no point of it.
Deal.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for business, man.
Thank you. Appreciative.
So you spent
He's
20
got-
gold and you got how much back?
It's
13.
like 13.
Oh, cool.
So in this, I only
It's
spent
over
like,
half.
I only spent like 7 gold. That's like really useful. Like my armors were like signify as a
Yeah.
cleric.
Enjoy your hammer of the roundabout. As he kind of just snaps and his whole body just goes out of existence. You leave the store, and as you kind of walk down, and Ryak, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You kind of are holding Xavier from the back and kind of taking him along as Frank is following after. And I almost called you Dave. Zanlier follows suit.
Can't get over a character. Take this.
Take this.
That's it. That's all he has. Is,
Enjoy.
No. Okay.
this will be my last appearance.
And as you get to the shore, you do notice around Xavier's ship, there are 3 of those guards from earlier, the fish guards. And they are slowly ripping panels off of the ship.
What?
Why?
As they turn around to look at each of you, they let out this, I guess, snarl in a way. Like this just kind of, they all drop whatever they're ripping off the ship, go for their backs, and take out their tridents and point them right at Xavier. And as they look like they're about to charge, that is where we're end session for today.
Smitty! Smitty!
So,
This is section. I'm sorry.
take this.
I swear.
How you feeling?
I feel great. I got myself a cool ass bow.
I got a roundabout thing once I hit some of that just spin.
Yeah. So thanks for watching Tales and Taverns,
Oh my
everybody. I don't even know what to say at this point. Very successful session. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. We all had a good time here. Hopefully mostly everyone will be able to make it next week. We do have some people that, have some personal things going on, so it is tough to get everyone in on the show at every point, but we do thank you guys for sticking around and watching us, and we will see you next week. Thanks so much.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.